Hello friends, I'm Jade the Kobold, and today we are playing some more Triangle Strategy. I think this is a good game, and I hope that you do too. And we're going to keep on going with the main plot line because, well, we're almost done. I think. I actually have no idea if we're almost done or not. But, maybe. We'll see how it goes. We do have character stories? I thought we did those last time. Okay, I guess we missed some character stories. We'll start out with the Bloody Shield, and then we see what Frederica's doing. When we last left off, all heck was breaking loose.
My training, Sir Flanagan. I've learned much from you. In truth,
fellow
I'm
Hawk
grateful
Riders.
for any training at all. There are few of us Hawk Riders in Glenbrook.
It's true, why not?
Let me thank you in turn for a chance to shake the rust from my bones.
Why isn't there more Hawk Riders? That's actually a really good question. Like, yeah, they're weak to archery, but still, for scouting purposes, for general travel? For, like, just... I don't know, I feel like if there were Hawk riding things in the world, it would be like horseback riding, where a lot of people would be into it. You have to have a lot of money, but keep in mind that this is... If we're being honest with ourselves, this is a story about the rich people, right? This is a story about the people who are fairly wealthy in this world. So I would think that Hawk Riders would be everywhere.
Seems my mount was keen to face such a worthy opponent as well.
Twould seem they are hawks of a feather.
Twid, 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 twid.
Speaking of which, Sir Flanagan, I understand your regiment of riders was the Duchy's finest. Yet you chose to leave your homeland behind. Why?
Because of all the genocide. Oh, I shouldn't say that until I'm at least 5 minutes in the video. Okay, look, this game has a couple of heavy themes,
to
okay?
see how powerless I was. I once believed the freedom Gustadolf espoused would bring prosperity to Esfrost.
Yeah, this is what I'm
So
talking
I
about.
fought, and fought, and fought for the cause until my shield was stained blood red.
Hence your title, yes.
Faster.
To think how many lives you must have saved.
Do not mock me. I saved no one.
Oh?
Pride swelled my breast with every mention of that cursed title. But in a year's time, what did I return home to find? My poor wife, wasting away in solitude in the throes of an accursed plague.
So you're single. Sorry, I'm
Your wife.
sorry.
Had word not reached you?
She mentioned in letters that she felt unwell, but never did I expect it to be so grave.
That sucks.
In a matter of days, she was gone.
Oh, wow.
Every moment I spent protecting the people, she drew one step closer to death. And I left her to die. Her blood, too, stains my shield.
Sir Flanagan,
Wow, okay, that's heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
Forgive me. I did not mean to burden you with my woes. But you see now, my title is a curse.
That makes sense.
It is a tragedy, yes. But I cannot bring myself to believe you cursed. And you mustn't believe so either.
Hawk! Well, we're just getting straight into the deep end with some immediately heavy tones, huh? Well, maybe Frederica's things will go better. This will probably be much lighter.
Do you have a moment, Sheila?
Oh, Frederica. Is something the matter?
Well, I invited Serenoa to have dinner with me tonight.
Yay! Much cuter.
That's
See, this is
wonderful.
what we needed.
Are you cooking for him?
I am. I've been practicing with the book you gave me. I was hoping to finally show him what I've learned.
Then allow me to help. What are you making?
See, my problem with cooking is that I like to taste the end result, not until it's done. I like to start cooking, and then I just like to just follow the recipe until it's done, and then try it, and then adjust the seasoning at the very end. Which is kind of bad. If you're cooking, you really ought to, like, be working at the seasonings as you go and tasting it and getting, through the process. Because a lot of certain seasonings are changed when you're making it. But I like to wait until it's at the end. It's kind of like how I don't like early access games. Yes, that's a dumb segue. Shut up. But like early access games, I don't want to spoil my enjoyment of the game by playing it when it's unfinished and unpolished. I'd rather just wait for the game to be done and then play the finished game. Same thing with cooking. So that makes me a bad cook because I don't do it good.
A warm soup full of meatballs. A hearty, meaty, savory stew to tickle the tongue and sate the stomach.
Ooh.
Or so the book describes it.
That sounds like quite a mouthful, in more ways than one.
The author is rather verbose, yes.
Not terribly.
Anyhow, I also want to make an appetizer. Might you be able to lend a hand?
Cheese sticks,
Cooking
cheese sticks,
is hardly
cheese.
my specialty, but say no more. I'd love to.
Also, Gila and Hosobara are the same voice actress. Fun fact.
Oh dear.
Is everything on
This
fire?
is disappointing, to say the least.
Oh,
And
they
we're
ruined
almost
everything.
Out of time. Sarah Noah will be back any minute now.
Excuse me, Lady Frederica. Lord Serenoa has just sent word that he has been held up at a meeting. He says there is a chance he may not even return tonight.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
Saved!
It sounds like your dinner may get postponed.
A blessing in disguise. It gives
Yep.
us time to cook this again and do it right this time.
Lord Serenoa may not even return tonight.
Well, it's more practice time
But
anyways.
there is a chance he might.
Exactly.
And I refuse to disappoint him. Will you
Aww!
help me, Gila?
Frederica's
Of
the
course,
best girl.
Frederica.
Other than
I
Hosobara.
shall do my very best to see this through with you.
I cannot thank you enough.
The vegetables are done, though they are a far cry from perfect.
They don't need to be perfect,
The
they just need
meatballs
to be
are ready
fine.
too. Now all we have to do is stew them.
Frederica, I'm back.
Aww.
Oh, welcome back.
It appears we've run out of time.
I was on my way here when something urgent came to my attention. I apologize for returning so late. I know we were supposed to have dinner tonight.
I am just happy you're here.
Aw.
Besides, I am the one who should apologize. I wanted to cook you a meal, but failed terribly on my first attempt, so it isn't yet ready.
Sucking
I'm
at
sorry,
something.
Sarah Noah.
Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something. Quote from Adventure Time. Fantastic quote. Good show too. Oh my gosh, I've been watching Owl House and I'm loving it.
Don't look so down, Frederica. I was delighted when you asked me to share a meal. Now that I'm back, why don't I help you with the food?
Sarah Noah.
Yeah. What a wonderful boy. Aww. He's helping cook. Good.
Thank
Teamwork.
you again for inviting
Togetherness.
me. I'm overjoyed we could spend this time together.
As am I. I enjoyed cooking with you as well.
The time we spend together is very precious to me. I regret that my duties have been keeping us apart lately. But when I noticed the sky was even more beautiful than ever this night,
They're gonna smooch. Oh my gosh, that's so
I
pretty.
hurried home, hoping we could gaze upon its beauty together.
Aww.
Strange. When I was in Esfrost, I would look up at the same sky. But it felt so much colder there. The stars seemed as if frozen. They did not twinkle the way they do now that I am with you, Sarah Noah.
That's because you were at a higher elevation, so
Frederica.
the atmosphere wasn't this dense.
Promise me that you will always stay by my side.
Aww.
I need you. Now more than ever.
Of course, Sarah Noah. I wish to gaze up at the same sky, sit beneath the same moon, and walk the same path you do.
This is so cute, oh my god.
Together. Forever and always.
That was so cute, oh my god. This game's awesome. Hopefully this scene's cute too. Probably won't be though.
Glenbrook has withdrawn from the sanctions and reopened trade with us.
King Roland is truly a man of his word.
Furthermore, during the battle for the Crown City, our forces sustained nary a scratch, while the Esfrosti were all but crushed. We could not have asked for a more auspicious outcome.
I helped.
An outcome that would not have been possible without the Elfric we supplied them. Still, Minister Serenoa and House Wolford must be given credit for aiding in our victory.
Like, honestly, even without that stuff, we could have just either napalmed or TNT'd the ship. It would have been fine. We really didn't need that. It only took out one ship. One single ship was sunk. Don't take yourself too much credit, okay?
Minister Exham, how strange to hear you lavish such praise upon another.
I am only speaking truth. Leaving Minister Serenoa in Glenbrook's hands is unwise.
I agree. As one of the Sanctuary Seven, he belongs here with us.
Of course. We shall bring him under our thumb. The Holy One has plans for the young lord. Making him our creature has the added benefit of bringing his entire domain under Hyzantian rule.
Oh, buddy.
But I doubt His Majesty will be so willing to part with him.
Or him himself? Me? Him?
And yet King Roland owes us a great debt, which will be all the greater after we help him rebuild the Crown City.
Oh, that's true.
We will so overwhelm him with generosity, he will be unable to refuse us anything.
That's a good way of handling it, I guess.
You mean to seize Glenbrook as well, Minister Edor? Somehow I am unsurprised.
I seek nothing more than to spread the goddess's grace and wisdom.
Sure, buddy.
To Glenbrook and even Esfrost, until her divine protection shelters Norzelia in its entirety. That is what the goddess desires, and therefore, what the Hierophant desires as well.
Your goddess is built on a throne of lies. So many lies. Alright, any more side storms? No. Okay, so let's see what these nerds are up to. This is at the main gate of Aesfrost.
Is this all of it?
Yes, my lord. This is all the cargo we were able to carry. Our comrades at the mine should be putting the final touches on everything right about now.
And why is no one telling me what is happening? I don't even know what cargo you are hauling.
It's either salt
We're
or
only following
iron.
Archduke Gustadolf's orders, my lord.
It's either salt or iron.
Yes, I understand that. Stop your sniveling.
Or both.
Perhaps you may have heard the Archduke has summoned me to Ironstone. This may be the last time I serve at this fort. As such, I would like to show my appreciation for everything you've done. Do you have a moment?
The sentiment is appreciated, my lord, but the Archduke insisted we make haste.
And did he also insist you spit in the face of his uncle's generosity?
Interesting.
No, my lord. Of course not. I meant no disrespect. We shan't refuse your gracious offer.
Come with me.
And he's gonna steal in there. Yeah, they should have left a guard anyways, even if they're at the Aesfrosti gates.
Truly be naught but iron ore. I suppose I shall have to find out what it is for myself.
It's salt in it. It's an actual salt mine outside of Hyzantian control. Which is gonna make Hyzant go nuclear, isn't it? Man. Oh, what if Hyzant just goes absolutely ballistic at learning that there's salt outside their realm? I mean, we told them, but they covered it up, kind of. They're like, huh, weird, strange. And now we're like, yeah, okay, but, what if you have... a source of salt and you have nothing because you have no food, you have no iron, you have salt, which is no longer a scarce resource. Man, living in the desert's gotta suck at that point, eh? Oh, get wrecked.
Were those the only ones?
I do not understand. There were far more soldiers here when I came scouting.
Okay, well, just two nerds.
The last time we were here. Perhaps the enemy is further within.
Likely that's the case. But navigating these twisted tunnels ain't gonna be fun.
Indeed. The enemy may be waiting to ambush us around any corner. I advise we familiarize ourselves with the nearby tunnels before we head any deeper into the mine, Lord Serenoa.
Agreed. Let's take care to cover our tracks while we look around.
It appears XVI has put a lot of effort into the mines. They've installed quite a number of mining carts, perhaps to transport large quantities of ore. Let's investigate the area further. We must be on our guard. There's no telling if or when the enemy will strike. We might ride the mining carts through the tunnels quickly. Let me see if they work. Maybe you can use them against our enemy. Oh, well, you're gonna have these as a mechanic in the combat? I don't know how I feel about that. That might be a little bit on the dumb side. Hold on 1 second here. Okay, what am I doing? One of Lord Dragon's explosives? This would have replaced that Elfric thing we found. Can't go outside. So this guy's still alive. This guy's like super dead. Ooh, I see an item. 1 sec, I see loot. Loot comes first. Quality timber 2, nice. Doesn't make any sense. Troops should be stationed at the entrance, regardless of whether you want to defend or abandon the mines. So why are the soldiers hiding in the tunnels? That's a good question. It could be a trap. Could be a tactic. The burden of defeat would likely be thrust upon them if they return to the duchy. They might be hiding. No. No chance of that one. I'm gonna say it could be a trap. Possible, but we cannot retreat. We must find out what Icefrost was doing here. Ooh, HP recovery pellets. Okay, so this thing just goes back and forth. Okay. That's not terribly impressive, if I'm being honest. Cure all pellet? It looks like the mining continued even after Dragon was killed. I cannot help but wonder what this is that Gustav wanted from the start. The mines were meant to be a symbol of a new age of peace between the three nations. Yet no thing feels more distant than that now. What do you think should be done with the mines, my friend? Leave them so we can be at peace when the mining can resume? No, we need materials. The mines are in our domain within Glenbrook. Let us manage them together as one of the kingdom's assets. Honestly, yeah. This is a joint venture between me and you, buddy. We can use it to rebuild the kingdom as a place to work for those who have lost their jobs. I say abandon capitalism altogether. This is just one of the assets that we can provide our people. Just saying. Indeed, after all, the mines rightly do belong to the kingdom of... No. They belong to us now, Sir Noah. We must decide what to do with them. Let us put them to good use for our people. Yeah! There were more people here when I came scouting. My guess is they are all hiding in the tunnels now. Alright, the keystone here is going to be... Oh my gosh, finding... Ooh, superior fiber. Heck yeah, finding superior fiber right now. Finding... either salt or iron. Both of which would be a major thing to find. Hey, game. Some cash money. Love it. Wait, game. I suppose the number of minecarts indicates how much work the Duchy has done in these tunnels. To think they've come so far in such a short time makes me wonder what the hurry is. Because war is coming? I mean, I don't wonder why their hurry is. They're hurrying because there's war to be here. Obsidian anklet. Ooh, what's that do? Wait, I have a black anklet too? Well, when did I get that? Immunity stats? Wait, I have some stuff I never found here. They recover HP when you defeat an enemy. Okay, I gotta, like, give these to people. Who wants recovery HP when you defeat an enemy? Honestly? Roland. Strength +2? That's a big strength buff. Who needs it the most? Honestly, Anna does the most with it. She already has 2 things, but I can swap out one of them. Yeah, that should make Anna hit like an absolute beast, which she already does, but now even more so. Immunity to status ailments. Who gets bogged down the worst by being statused? Probably Sarah Noah. We'll get rid of the immunity here. Black anklet increases strength, magic attack, physical defense, and magic defense, but hurts you at the start of your turn. Okay, so we have a life orb. Who makes use of these? I almost want to say Hosabarra because she can... She's got the resurrection earring, and this would let her heal more, right? This is a bigger heal. Maybe Nerve, actually. I think... Well, we'll see how much it does, how much of a difference it makes. Increases strength and magic attack, but prevents natural TP recovery. Who doesn't need any TP ever? Now, that's a really hard question. I think pretty much everybody uses a lot of TP. Whomst doesn't actually need it. Now, none of our casters, obviously. Yulio is the counter to this, to give someone TP. Do I have anybody who doesn't really use TP that often? You know what? Trish! Trish only has Flaming Arrow and Leap, either of which are terribly critical, and she starts with 4 anyways. That's 2 Flaming Arrows, and she has Item Gatherer, which gives her TP when she gets an item, so she's got a couple of ways around that. Okay, good. Immunity to knockback? Who's the most likely to get knocked back? I don't know, we'll give it to Maxwell. The luck amulet? Who needs luck? I actually don't know who has the most or least luck, because it doesn't seem to be doing much. 28. I want to give it to someone with high luck so it gets super high. 32? 29. Okay, we're giving this to Piccoletta. Alright, so that leaves me ice and wind amulets, and that's it. Who needs resistances? You didn't type while driving. Well, that's probably good. I'm gonna say maybe. Maybe I give both of these to the other tank, or to either tank. I'll give one here. And one... Yeah, we'll just give it here. Cool, now I'm actually using all the items that apparently I've been collecting this whole time and haven't been paying attention to. Cool, is that all we have to do here? I think it might be all we have to do here. Don't type while driving. Who do you think you are? Me? Is there something else here I just saw? Oh, it's just more that other side of that. Okay. I guess that's it? Question mark? Eh. No, not that way. Other way. I'm just gonna try to do some of the... There we go. Okay, pretty straightforward. I don't think there's anything really I can glean off this anymore. Unless I find more treasure. Nope, that's not treasure. Unless I find more treasure. Nope, that was a mote of dust. I thought it might be a sparkly, but it was not a sparkly. It was a mote of dust. Okay. I guess that's all we're doing here. Just learning the lay of the land before the encounter, eh? There's nothing actually deeper into that I can go to, is it? I honestly don't really think that much of this type of mechanic in the encounter. I don't think this is going to add a whole lot, personally, and they don't make any diegetic sense, either. Yeah, and I've talked to everybody, eh? There's nothing much to do. I'm scared. I hard game overed because I missed something one time, right? I hard game overed because I didn't click on a button that talked to somebody. So I'm nervous. I'm scared just to advance. Like, what if the game goes, haha, GG. GG no re. Fine. I think we're done. Okay.
Benedict, these spheres everywhere. Unless I'm mistaken, they're explosives.
Yeah, and a lot stronger than the Byzantium ones if they're actually using them for mining. Mm-hmm.
Yes, a means Lord Dragan devised for breaking through the bedrock.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't as powerful as blast crystals, but they are simple to set and can be manipulated to go off at the same time.
And they have more than 0 of
whatever
them.
charges are left, my lord. Just to be safe.
Good idea.
Thank you.
We can use them to blow up the Twin Gate.
I do not find it strange that there are explosives in a mine. Only that they have been left here.
Indeed. As deadly as they are, one would hope they were stored more safely.
Well, no, this is the entrance of the mine. They were going to cave in the whole thing.
You'd think the miners would have put them at the far end of the tunnel if they meant to use them.
No?
But they're everywhere.
No, okay, hold on. No. If you want to use them, you keep them outside of the mine, so there's 0 chance of anything going wrong, and bring them to the depths when you're going to use them and not a moment sooner. You don't store them inside the mine, you store them outside the mine over there. You bring them into the mine for use. And yeah, they're here in the whole length because they want to bury the mine. What part of this are you guys not getting?
If they were to detonate, the entire tunnel would collapse.
Uh-huh. And then the only people with...
been left here on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Intruders! Get them!
Hi, we're intruders.
The army.
Hello, yes, I am intruding. Okay, I mean, this makes sense, sure.
The Frosty mean to seal off the mine.
There, you figured it out, Serenoa. Good job.
Do not let them through the tunnel. Kill them.
But this is House Wolfort we're up against, Commander.
You think I don't know that? The battle won't be easily won.
Oh, you guys are gonna get dumpstered.
But if we've the metal to use our explosives, victory may cost us our lives, but we can take those Wolfort curs with us.
Oh, wow.
For Esfrost, for an end to Hyzantian tyranny. We must blockade the mines. Soldiers, make ready.
So this means it's not salt, right? Because the working theory that I had was that this was a salt mine. But if they're willing to blow it up, then it's not a salt mine, right? That guarantees it. If it was a salt mine, they would want to keep it open and control it. The fact that they want to destroy it would make them still reliant on Hyzantian salt. So this is just an iron mine then. That's the closer confirmation if we've gotten this whole time.
No, they don't mean to.
They would blow the tunnel at the cost of their own lives?
Are they trying to make their parents cry? Let me help you beat some sense into these fools, my lord.
Are they trying to make their parents cry? Oh my god. I can't.
Your aid is most welcome, Trish.
That or they're playing Scorched Earth. If they can't have it, no one can. Yeah, but they could have it. Like, that wouldn't be hard for them to actually just have it. Alright, let's take everybody off. They recommend Jens, which, I mean, weird flex. They also recommend Benedict, but screw that guy. Okay. Obviously, we're taking Anna.
I won't let you down.
Huette's just the strongest person we have after Nerve and Piccoletta.
I'm on my way!
I think
I won't let you down.
I want to take so Trish is automatically in here. Who would I give that black panel? I give it to Nerve, right? Because he can heal himself with it as well. Yeah, Nerve it might be a liability. So we should take another caster. And I'm kind of feeling like bringing two.
Shall we?
Where these two both. By the way, Cortenten now has an amazing ability.
Moving out.
TP plus by standing on ice. Now, you might be like, Jade, that's cool and all, but Frederica has that too, and she could if we upgraded her. Here's the thing though. If Frederica's standing on fire, she can gain an extra TP, but she will also be on fire. Cortenten can stand on ice and get an extra TP, which means he's standing in an icy area, which means that he's protected and safer because ice slows down enemy movement. One of these is wildly better than the other. I'm taking both of them anyways. Oh, not you. Actually, you know what? Sure, you can come in. You can see, yeah, Jens with the verticality. Yeah, but
I'll do my best.
I'd rather have,
Understood.
Oh, right. I wanted to mention earlier. Listen to these voices. I know.
But of course. Aye. Leave if I need your approval. Aye. Leave if I need your approval. You got it. But of course. Aye. Leave if I need your approval. You got it.
It's the same. I mean.
I'll do my best.
Oh wait, do I have enough healing? I only have a nerve for healing.
If I need your approval.
Okay. Alright, what do I need to angle here? Probably nothing. Honestly, this is a good angle. Sure, give me the overview. Explosives! Move next to the enemy explosive and disarm it. Okay, so I can't just attack it. Good to know. So I do need to shimmy about. Minecarts. Yellow panels are the call stations, which requires probably an action to call. When you're standing next to a station, you can call the cart from the opposite station. And that probably takes your entire action, which means it kinda sucks. I don't know, I'll try to use it, but I really feel like this is gonna be one of those times where, yeah, there's mechanics, but I'm not gonna pay attention to them. I'm just gonna ignore the mechanics and... Alright, what's the timer on these explosive moves?
Comrades, we will seal off the mines, whatever it takes.
If it
That's my
costs
word, you
us
can't
our
take that,
lives
use
to
that word.
Destroy our enemy, so be it. Detonate the charges and let them rot in pieces among the iron.
We've no hope if they set off the explosives. Do not take this lightly. They're willing to martyr themselves to defeat us.
The bastards think they can take us down with them? Sorry, but I got better things to do than get blown up.
Mood. Alright.
Desperate soldiers sure do make for easy marks.
You're not a thief anymore. If you do anything to tarnish the Wolfort name...
Anna, calm down. Calm down. We're going to murder a bunch of soldiers and then loot their bodies. That's not tarnishing the name, it's just warfare.
Hey, what kind of second-rate goon do you take me for? I don't make mistakes, ever.
I believe her.
Your orders?
Alright, so what's the timer on this? Detonates in nice turns. Okay. Okay, detonates in 69 turns. So that's not even a concern. That's not even, like, a problem. Also, if they wanted to blow this place up, light the fuse at the base and just eat it. Like, seriously, just light the fuse at the very base of it and be like, okay, buddies, later, kaboom, done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. How do I get in here? Can't move into the cart. I don't know. Whatever. I'm going here and hiding out.
You won't.
The big question is, how much damage is Nerve gonna take passively? Owie.
Here I come.
You know what? That's an elite, so we can blind them. Or maybe I should. No, that's yeah. Blind them.
Darkness engulfs you.
Okay, so they are planting more mimes.
Damn.
We need to hurry.
From where shall we strike?
How many turns does this one have to go? 69? Yeah, okay, I thought so. That's like a long time, I think. I'll start going towards it. Okay, so with no TP, I can't actually tell how much better this is. But that's a pretty strong hit, so take it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably worth it on Trish. She's not actually using TP for just about anything.
Let the show begin!
Piccoletta. Slam out the decoy. So Nerve lost, what is that? 64 minus 38? What is that? 26 health, I want to say? It's probably somewhere around there, I don't know. But now hits like the fist of an angry god. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Oh my gosh. Also, he has +1 range, and look what that does to the wind magic. I can hit this guy with a gust of wind from all the way over there. Oh, and the rails are electric too. That makes sense. Alright, I think I... Scorch. That extra range is actually insane.
I did it!
And magic defense down on both of them.
Cool heads shall prevail.
You know what? How do I know how to get in there? Oh, I have to click here? Oh. Okay, so I choose the far side of it. Got it.
I fight for peace.
I fight for peace.
Where was I?
Where was I? Oh. That... You know what? That's enough.
Start joking.
It'll also be a good place for you to stand. I also don't know how much damage they take. Lionel, just kind of motor. Do what you can.
Your orders?
49 turns. What? That seems a bit too fast. Alright, hop up here.
Come get me.
And defuse. Oh, they can use it too. Oh gosh, that hurt. Owie.
The situation is grim.
So I can just send myself over to here. I don't really need to, and this battle mage needs to perish, so I'm just gonna go here and punch him. Can also go up to here, but I don't really need that either. Yeah, we'll just punch the battle mage. Hey, guy.
This battle is ours.
Serpent Slayer bow. I'm just gonna set sights. You know what? Everyone's too far away. That's not well good enough. Yeah, just shoot him. Just shoot the nerd.
This battle is won.
Oh wow, I didn't realize I was in his range. Ah, whatever.
I'll do my best.
Piccolata will do her best, which is more than I can say because I'm gonna do my worst. How come I can't go here? Why can't she get in there? That doesn't make sense. Well, this is a strong hit here. It does not quite kill, but
too slow.
Comes real close.
Shall we begin?
Your wounds are thank you.
Point me at him.
All right, Trish. Yeah. Wait, how much health does this guy have? I should probably finish him off first. Come on. No, not wait. There we go. Kaboom. I don't remember what debuff that guy has on him. Buddy, you attacked Narv. You're gonna pay for that.
I will end this.
I think it's a good book bonk here.
Forgive me.
We will
Never
make
mind.
our ideals reality.
Help me, please.
I just
Don't be afraid.
kabloom you. Alright, so Narv does need a little bit of babysitting.
You cannot impede progress.
Oh, I can't actually get there and defuse. I'll go ruffle him. Why not?
Where was I?
You are going up here. And fettering this... Oh, he resists it. Yeah, just blame that guy. And you can cast every single turn as long as you're ending your movement in
I will end this.
I just love that attitude. I will end this. It's so good, really. Alright, so Trish can deactivate that. This thing is going surprisingly fast. I can poison this guy and then I can't take cover afterwards, but hey.
Suffer.
I can surmount down. Hey, it's an extra million movement. You know, honestly, that's not even a terrible move.
I feel stronger.
And I leveled up off of it.
Here I
I
come.
leveled up by walking down a staircase. Go me. Alright, so if I go up here... I can shadow bind the pikemen.
Try this.
I learned the
I
hard
will
way
fight to
earlier
my
that,
last
that
breath.
pikemen are kind of dangerous. What? Oh, that's the only
Situation is
pathing he
grim.
could take to get over there. I'd have to end the turn right there to call cart. Well, I can go over here. And could have bonked this guy.
Ha! To lead, I must grow.
Ready or not, here I come!
Alright, call the cart.
I shall do
Oh, jeez. Okay, okay. Sanctuary cast cannot quite get Narv. Which means I'm going to Cure Wounds instead to get Cortintin up.
Much better.
Point me at him!
Another one.
I fight for peace.
Next turn she can clean that up, so we'll Flame Shield herself this turn.
I shall
Just for
protect
safety.
you.
What was that? Oh, it was probably just him
Please.
saying, "Oh no, I think you're about to explode." Right, I can't do anything else this turn. But I can bonk this guy for XP.
Following up.
I'll make you proud, grandfather.
And Narv needs
Where was
healing this right immediately. When does this guy go? Not for a bit, but before Agila does. Then yeah, I think I do this.
Try this.
Thank goodness.
Lionel has arrived.
Alright, Lionel, you cannot call the card, actually. Well, you can go this one, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I will end this.
I can go stab this guy in the back. Or this guy who's already sassed. Okay, 16 turns, which is less time than it sounds, but I mean, those timers going real fast, huh? Those timers do not make a lot of sense to me. I think we can't get behind here, which kind of sucks. Can I go here and surmount sideways just to move one more square? I can't. Although if I didn't do that before, I probably could have. That's 80 damage. You know what?
Sound strike.
I take the double crit here. And follow with the poison.
Sound strike.
Impressed?
Time to take
Oh,
flight.
geez, that's not great. 11 turns. Hopefully Frederica gets a turn before then. Otherwise, Well, otherwise she won't, and that'll be much worse. Can blinding arrow the bowman?
Darkness, this battle is won.
That hit the mark.
Let the show begin.
So I called cart. Oh, nice. Now she's set up.
A wasted effort.
Oh, big miss. Okay, you actually needs to heals. As much as I don't want to make you heal... Hold on, who's up next? The bowman is up next? Yeah, I got a heals. I did not stock up on large recovery pellets. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I kind of want to stay here, but I kind of just want to leave it to Anna and Huette. I think I go here, facing this way. That way I can do whatever needs to be done. Ow! Oh. Beans. That crit felt bad.
Let me heal your wounds.
Well, can't heal Nerve anymore. This is butts.
Be at ease.
The tides are turning.
I just gave him a healing item too. 3 turns. Oh my gosh, that's does not feel like that's how many turns have been going, but okay. Yeah, we need to deal with this guy.
That worked, huh?
I will end this.
Never not had it.
Where was I?
Alright, you need to end on ice so you get the extra TP. You can ice shield somebody. Wait, no, that guy's still here. You're not dead yet. Let's fix that.
Do not miss. Profit comes to the prepared.
Let's go ruffle some incitements.
Lionel has many tricks.
Nope, failed. I don't know how that works.
Your orders?
It's such an important ability, but it's also such a strange ability because it's not actually... How to phrase? Oh, it leaves him on 1? I'm gonna poison it then.
You won't escape.
Beautiful.
This battle is ours.
Okay, that guy's gonna die of poison. This guy's a threat. And there's stuff down here. These guys are gonna start planting explosives. There's no explosives on the map right now. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. There is goodness that we are doing. The Shadowbind, the pikemen.
Try this.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, he goes next. So I kind of don't want to, like, just, walk up there and... That's right, we have +1 range on that. That's so good.
Death from above!
He's not poisoned, but you know what? That's okay. I can come down here and take the other cart over. Is that what I want to do? Probably, yeah. Hey, wait, you can... Okay. That person, as long as they're regenerating themselves, it's fine. Ooh, more enemies spawned.
For the duchy! For the loved ones awaiting word of our triumph! We will win this, one way or another!
No.
Stay on your guard, my friends.
We're just gonna actually dumpster all of their faces.
Shall we begin?
It's gonna be really kind of disappointing for them. They're gonna be real sad about it. Let's call the cart.
Point me at him.
And who are you doing? What are you doing? We need to... Yeah, we'll just finish off that guy. That's enough. You don't really need to do anything else beyond that.
You're done for.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Okay, now... Not a whole lot you can do here either. I want to start burning these guys, and they're probably going to be the ones who are going to be setting the next fires. So I'm just going to come here and wait. Even though she has no backup, even though it's just a caster, I don't know. It feels like that might be a good thing. It feels like that might be a good idea. I might be wrong. That might be dumb. I don't know.
Have you brought corn?
My turn.
So I wasn't wrong about the battlefield. The battlefield is so big that you need... Okay. The battlefield has to be big enough for you for it to make sense for the curse to exist. Unfortunately, with the battlefield this big, it makes the battlefield less interesting, frankly. You can defuse this most easily. Let's go ahead and do
Forward.
that. Which means there's a lot of dead turns. Which you could make the argument that that increases the amount of tension involved in the encounter. But I don't find that to be a compelling argument on account of that it's not an interesting argument. Ooh. Alright. Do I have anything? You are the battle mage. I could totally get to you, but then I have a billion people bonking my face. Don't love that. If I go here, I don't have the ability to hit both of them. Is that too much heat? Pun intended. It's an archer, a battle mage, and a war. Yeah, actually, probably is too much heat, huh? I think I wait here. I will flame shield myself again. And just wait for some backup. Speaking of backup.
Make way.
Trish. Just motor. You can jump down that, right?
Where was I?
They're not doing anything. That's weird.
Time to work.
I guess we'll take cover. Yeah, sure.
Into the shadows.
Have you brought corn?
I'm glad there's no explosives down because I can't do anything right now aside from slowly walk my way around the battlefield. Can I throw out? I'm just gonna throw out a new decoy, see if they go for it.
Time to take flight.
Defeat is not an option.
So now I can take the minecart up here, but like... I think I send you to take care of the healer? Yeah, that seems like the right choice. I'm gonna go here and take care of that isolated healer. Because I already separated him from the pack, so he's not that much of a danger.
I fight for peace.
Okay, we gotta get aggro here. We gotta be mad at them. Gosh, even out there, that's still pretty far out. I can blaze this guy's chains. Yeah, we'll blaze his chains.
Stay right there.
That guy's just running away. You know what? Oh my goodness.
Let me heal your wounds.
That's fine. That's fine. No, 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 no. No, okay, I can sanctuary it. It's fine.
This is what I do.
Just out of range of being able to actually help, but that's okay. Well, yeah, we leap here. Plundering shot, nice. I don't know what that does, but we'll find out soon.
To work.
Buddy, you are way too slow to be useful right now.
You cannot impede progress.
Is there an explosive down? There's just the one, right? There's nothing else. Cool, 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 cool. Go ahead and Firestone? That guy's weak, but I can't quite get to him. Then I should probably just Thunderstone this guy instead. Yeah.
Time to take flight.
Ooh, that's a good shot. Alright, take it. Take the shot. Nice shot.
From where shall we strike?
Oh, wow. Hawk Dive only goes -5, and I guess that's more than -5. I can't tell how much that is, but I guess it's more than -5. Ah, he escaped. Oh no, Piccoletta. Really? Jeez, that was kind of savage. Don't like that.
Allow me.
You won't escape.
Gosh, he gets 2 backslashes?
Let me show you what
I thought he only got 1. Alright, well... No, I won't. I burn things.
2 actions.
Shall we begin?
I still can't reach her butts. Okay, whatever.
For one and all.
Thank you.
Point me at him.
Alright, well that finishes him off,
End you.
which is great for us. I guess we keep on moving forward since we need to pressure.
To work.
Cortentin, what are you doing, my dude?
Lionel has arrived.
Lionel's arrived and can't do anything.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
The hunt is on.
I can blind the bowman. That's gotta be my best play.
You'll get no mercy from us.
A little bit of crowd control. Really, my dude?
I need a healer.
Yeah, I'll defuse this. And then hide. That'll be good.
Jeez, too close.
Shall we begin?
Go ahead and heal you.
You won't.
Man, I wish Nerve was here. Maybe that thing I gave him isn't a great idea. Ooh, good. You know what? We use our TP on this one. It takes down an elite blade. Oh, there's more?
I will end this.
Ugh.
With the worked.
Where was I?
You were... God. Okay. It's fine.
Lionel has arrived.
Lionel, please be useful. Can you
We all
charm?
have our weaknesses.
No, you cannot.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Who showed up? 2 pikemen. Oh wait, is that it? That just showed up? Is just these 2 guys? Another elite blade and a pikeman? Okay. Annoying, but not bad.
That hit the mark.
This battle is ours.
And yep, that kills. Good.
Too slow.
Ow! My goodness, my dude. I'm gonna go here. So I get the 2 backstabs. It's not gonna do nearly enough. Oh, right, he backs black. Ah, heck these things. Do I do again? I go again. Screw it. I don't care anymore.
Is not in reach. For a
It's good XP for Frederica.
Now then, to work.
Now then to work. Buddy, you gotta get into the same... you gotta get in the same postal code as the engagement to actually be useful here.
Careful.
Oh, piss off with that. Piss entirely off game.
my guard
This
down.
is easily the worst encounter I've in this game so far. What? Where'd they come from? Oh. Okay.
Back at you. Lionel has arrived.
No, I guess just defuse the bomb. Okay.
Carefully.
I don't want to fight these nerds. Come out here, hawk dive. Oh, it almost takes him down. Yeah, hawk dive the bowman. I don't even know what direction to have you face. Now here's a good sight set.
Allow me.
That should get some work done.
I need a healer.
Huette, you were supposed to get work done there. That was your cue. That was your cue to get work done.
This is the end.
Man, imagine if I could choose
I'll take this.
what I would like more than.
falls to me.
Oh wait, actually, Cortentin can be useful here. Neat. I mean, almost useful. It's not actually useful, but it's like useful adjacent, and that's more than Cortentin usually gets. So you know what? Good on him.
Shall we begin?
Good sanctuary. Good sanctuary.
This is what I do.
This will help.
My growth is plain to see.
Let my guard down.
I think that giving Trish the limited TP is worth it.
But
Really, even with
my
it,
research.
you're supposed to have movement speed down.
Damn.
Plus, back at you. That hit the mark.
Lionel has
This
arrived.
is. I don't like this encounter. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, Jade. Just stay focused. I really want to. Maybe I can take the pikeman because he has low health?
Yes.
He's
Yes.
0% success rate on that right now.
Perish.
Time to take flight.
There's a elite blade there. I can shadow stitch him though. I can focus into shadow stitch him if I want to be like a little bit more safe.
Not another step.
My turn.
All right, stealth out.
Let me heal your wounds.
Who needs healing right now? Both of them do. And these are all I have left too. So like, heck.
This is what I do.
My thanks.
There's these two coming in, and that's about it, right? That is it. Gosh, if there's another
Prophet comes to the prepare.
hecking wave after this, I'm gonna be sad about it. Lionel still can't be useful here. I guess you could. Trying to tank this guy? Hey, that worked. Okay, I'll take something. Good
For
crit.
my kith and kin.
I want a kith. Sorry. So there's nothing else exploding, which means we've basically won. I can't really get to those guys. I want to let them come to me. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it turns out that Lionel's thing is actually useless. Oh wait, there's this guy here who was bound. I forgot about him. He's still bound for 2 more turns, which is an eternity. So, heck it.
My pride is my shield.
Another mine. Well, nobody needs healing right now, right? The only people who need healing are dead. Alright, defuse it. Just get that out of here, buddy.
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, if I hawk dive this guy, it does a lot of damage. That's good enough for me. Elite Blade, join me! Lionel, please, do something useful! Please, I'm begging you! I am actually begging you to do something effective on the battlefield.
In reach.
I can actually surmount down to take this. I think I'm gonna.
This battle is ours.
Let's try another Shadow Stitch. Worked well last time.
Cool heads shall prevail.
For the honor of House Wolf.
Alright, I'm gonna go here. No. I'm gonna go here to set up for Anna.
Here!
My turn.
Allow me!
And I guess go invis. It's not really even that useful, but whatever.
Time to take flight.
Prophet comes to the prepare.
I guess we
This
taunt
is
him?
it for you.
Hey, yeah, sure.
Shall we begin?
For one and all.
You'll be well compensated.
Pin this guy to the wall? I could also take the cart. That's kind of a funny option, isn't it? Can I not? No, why can't I take this cart? There's no reason why I can't take that cart. Why isn't... Okay, game. I have enough movement to go here and then use the cart. Why don't I have a movement... Why don't I have a movement tool down here? I'm just gonna stab this guy. It'll make me feel better.
Here I come.
Yeah.
If Lionel may.
Hey, throwing...
His frosty soldiers have been dealt with.
Yeah.
The mine is ours again. But why was Esfrost so desperate to keep it from us?
Because they want to be the only people who have iron in the entire realm? I mean, come on. They wanted a monopoly on iron. That's like their whole... Wow, no superior items. Good money, though, which I needed right now, actually.
That was close. To think they tried to collapse the tunnel with themselves still inside.
Yeah, it's kind of unhinged.
Why would the Esfrosti blow themselves up to destroy the place they were charged to defend?
Shut up, Benedict.
It makes no
I'm
strategic
sorry.
sense.
Yes,
Nothing
it does!
Esfrost does make sense.
It makes perfect
But if they were
strategic
this
sense!
There must be something in there they do not want us finding.
If they're the only people with iron, then they can fight a better war by starving everybody else of the good battlefield weapons. What does not make sense about that? It makes perfect sense. They're acting like this is just like a mine for granite or something, or like a marble. Like, no, they have a tactical reason. It's called a monopoly on goods. It makes...
We must see what lies at the end of this tunnel.
Why are the characters so bloody dense?
Now let us press on.
Sometimes they're clever. Sometimes they let me be clever. But sometimes they're just beyond dumb. Oh, okay. Well, then it makes even less sense.
Oh.
If that's Himalayan salt, if that's salt, then it makes even less sense for them to collapse the mine, because this would give them a controlling location. They should have their entire army out here so that they could establish this as a salt mine. That it makes even less sense of why they would blow it up. It makes sense to blow it up if it's an iron mine, so they can keep a monopoly on iron. If it's a salt mine, then it makes no sense.
These pink rocks aren't iron.
Is this the only one or two iron mines in the world? It is the only one outside of Esfrosti control. is the only single iron mine outside of Ace Frosty control, or in this case now we know it's a salt mine, which means it's the only single salt mine outside of Hazantian control, which Ace Frost needs to function to run early because they need salt for food to survive. It's very dumb, y'all.
It's salt. Or rather, salt crystal.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
Untapped beneath the earth.
That is a really big deal.
The Rosellan legend my mother recorded is true.
Yeah.
The grand Norzelian mines must have been built upon a vein of crystals.
That is
This explains
huge.
how Esfrost was able to cut ties with Hyzant.
It also shatters the entire theology of Hyzant. We should probably be like, hey, fun fact.
They didn't need to rely on the salt from the holy state. They could fight
Mhm.
without it.
Yeah. Why would they collapse it?
Gustadov discovered this.
Lord Dragan was in charge of the mines.
Dragan
until
was
he
pretty
was
smart.
assassinated in that sudden Frosty raid, which Gustadov used as a pretense to invade Glenbrook, after which he claimed control of the mines.
Which was pretty smart. He should have started mining the salt.
Lord Dragan was likely the first to discover the salt crystals.
Yeah, he
However,
got super
a
shivved though.
struggle ensued between him and Gustadov over their ownership.
The ownership is
Gustadov had him killed and ordered the invasion of Glenbrook.
Right.
In order to seize control of the mines and secure the salt crystals for himself. That scheming bastard!
Yeah, pretty much.
Looks like we made the right call, taking back the mines. We already
Thanks,
took
Eridor.
loads of salt crystals to the duchy, but even that ain't gonna last him forever.
Indeed. If we can hold the mines, Esfrost will have no choice but to surrender.
Absolutely.
And what if they discover another vein of salt crystals elsewhere?
A real possibility, if the Rosellan legend is to be believed. But the Grand Norzelian mines only succeeded because all three powers worked together. If
Yeah,
this
sure,
is
buddy.
the kind of terrain salt crystals are found in, Esfrost cannot dig a new mine all on their own that easily.
Meaning they are at their most vulnerable now, without a source of salt to call their own.
This does not concern only Esfrost. The existence of salt crystals will undermine the very foundation upon which Hyzant is built.
If people knew that, then the two pillars of Hyzantian power, the source and the might of their goddess, would crumble.
And that will be extremely funny.
The Rosellan legend is true. If we reveal the truth, they would be forced to free the Roselle they've imprisoned.
We hold the very future of Norzelia in our hands.
Whatever we decide to do, we cannot decide it lightly.
Big true.
Indeed. For now, let us return to the Crown City. Huet, send word to the capital. I want Kingdom soldiers posted around this entire area. Tell them to allow no one anywhere near the mines.
It shall be done, sire.
Also start mining it. Take that with you, please. We could really use some salt mining. Okay, we're just gonna leave it there. Hi, Milo. Funny story about your goddess. Turns out she's a sham.
This must be what the old man was hoping to find.
Turns out your entire religion is a wee bit
Our
scam.
army failed to secure the Grand Norzelian mines.
Oh yeah, they really
It would
kind of
seem House Wolfort interfered. Glenbrook forces already surround the area, so retaking the mines is likely out of the question. They must have discovered the salt crystals. Damn them.
Gather our soldiers, and be quick about it.
Aye, Your Grace. I see you finally decided to answer my summons, Svarog.
I shan't use laboring in secret to complete the death's knell as an excuse. Punish me as you see fit. If you think you can, that is.
I ought to wipe that impertinent smile off your face.
I saw what they brought in from the Grand Norzelian mines.
Salt.
So you know of the salt crystals?
Enough secrets, Gustadov. Tell me what you are planning.
To use those salt crystals to put the final nail in Hyzan's coffin. To free the people of Norzelia from their tyranny by ending their monopoly over salt.
By which you mean the strong will be free to trample the weak. Is that it?
Yeah. The freedom that fascists believe in.
Though it is at least far more human to struggle for one's own survival, rather than capitulate to the whims of some goddess. People have the right to discover their own strength, and wield it to claim what is rightfully theirs. Just as you are contesting me at this very moment, Uncle.
Uncle?
How long have you known of the salt crystal's existence?
A year or so.
I learned of the possibility long ago, when I read of them in an old text from the archives. Ancient knowledge should never be discarded.
Big true on that one.
As you well know, since you had Dragan study there to perfect his explosives.
Honestly, like a lot of the Ace Frosty stuff, I would probably agree with if they weren't fascists. If they believed that everyone is free to make their own choices and have personal freedom, and used it to uplift those that needed it, and used it to support the weak as opposed to oppress them, I'd probably be cool with them. Same thing in Hyzand. If Hyzand had equality under the goddess, without a little bit of slavery as a treat, I'd probably be okay with them too. Turns out they both suck.
You are the one who had him killed.
Spare me your unfounded speculation.
Unfounded, you say?
Congratulations, you murdered Da
Dragan
Vinci.
oversaw the mine. It only stands to reason that he would have discovered the salt crystals first. So you, in your greed, had him killed, so that you might claim his discovery for your own. Not only that, but you used his murder as a pretext to invade Glenbrook. Am I wrong?
You have an admirable imagination. Admirable, but mistaken. Your son was quite the ambitious man, you know.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. Indeed,
don't.
Dragan did discover the salt crystals.
Yeah.
Who else do you think told me of their existence? Yet he refused to hand them over unless I made him Prime Minister of Esfrost.
Why are you taunting somebody in face-punching distance?
And your son's scheming didn't end there. At the same time, he had initiated negotiations with Glenbrook.
Svarog is absolutely close enough to walk up and stab Gustadolf in the face, and has nothing left to lose if he does. Like, this is actually surprisingly dangerous for Gustadolf to do without any guards around. He absolutely could be just thrown out a window right now. He won't be because, narrative, but like, IRL, don't let people monologue.
The fatherland and foe for all he could get.
Lies. All of it. How dare you dishonor my son's name?
I thought if anyone understood the extent of Dragan's ambition, it would be you. Uncle, now is not the time for family squabbles. Glenbrook now knows of the salt crystals. It is but a matter of time until Hyzand learns of them as well. We must make ready to stand against them.
What would you have me do?
The death knell is taking far too long to build. See that it is finished with haste.
Like,
Do
seriously.
that, and I will name you my Prime Minister, so you may...
Take this man here, bring him to here, and toss him over the edge. Just take him, wiggle him over it just a little bit, and then suplex him down about a story worth of straight down onto a stone floor. Just take this guy, punch him in the face, have him reeling back, grab him and bring him up here to the window, and throw him out the window. I'm just saying that you, Svarog, you have options, my friend.
Fulfill your dearly departed son's dream in his stead.
Very well.
There is no time to waste. War will be upon our doorstep before we know it. A war to end all wars. A war whose victor shall rule Norzelia in her glorious entirety.
Yeah, they're to go in full world war. Which is not surprising. That's kind of direction that they wanted to go in already. But they're going full, Does that make Dragon Franz Ferdinand? I don't know, I shouldn't think about things. This has been... I'm 40 hours into this game, my golly. From the top rope.
Deep in the Grand Norzelian mines lay a most unexpected discovery. Crystals of pure salt. Now in possession of knowledge that could alter the course of history in Norzelia, the members of House Wolford gather at Whiteholm Castle to discuss their next move.
Well, Hyzant is currently friendly. I mean, we know that they got intentions. But right now, Hyzant is being kind of cool about things.
Unexpected though it may be, the salt crystals are now ours. How shall we proceed?
Carefully, for it has the potential to alter the balance of power across Norzelia.
Benedict, it already has! That's what started the whole thing! Has the power to. That's what happened! That was like chapter 4 or something. That's how this soul story began, was the mind altered the balance of power across Norzelia. Pay attention, Benedict.
This is an opportunity to reshape the realm to our benefit. We must be strategic.
It's a target on our backs is what it is.
That's very true,
No peace
Erdar.
for us so long as we hold them.
That's actually extremely true. Glenbrook is a ravaged nation and needs time to recover. Hyzant is committed virtually no troops so far. They committed troops to the reclaiming of Glenbrook, but they said themselves that they took virtually no losses. So, Hyzantian armies are here and ready to maneuver. And Aesfrost, while they have taken severe losses, they have the iron and supplies of warfare and the intent to just be a menace about it. We are actually in a bad position.
Set upon us with a fury we've never known if they hear of this.
She's right. They will stop at nothing to defend their faith.
Right, and that means denying that those salt clusters exist and going public about it. Best thing we could do, honestly, if we want to disrupt Aesfrost, we starve them. No, seriously, if we want to disrupt Aesfrost, we siege the Twin Gates and just say, nah, you living on whatever tubers you can grow up there until you bend a knee. If we want to disrupt... We can't really disrupt any further. We can't actually go on offensive against Aesfrost. Even with the losses they've taken, they have an insanely good defensive position inside the mountains. We can't take Aesfrost. We could starve them. That's kind of the best we could do. And that would be, like, you know, a 6-month siege, which I kind of doubt this game's going to go for. Hyzant, if we want to disrupt them, we start selling pink salt. We discreetly slip pink salt into the trade goods from Glenbrook and say, oh yeah, this is a Glenbrookian salt. And do that to a dozen, 2 dozen, 100 different traders. Make it known through economics, like, yeah, I'm just selling some salt. If we spring that on the people, not to the upper higher ups, but if we sell to the people are like, oh, hey, salt from Glenbrook, you know this is here? Wait a minute, this means our goddess is a sham? Huh, don't like that. That would work. If we actually go to the upper higher ups, they will just let her, you know. Sorry, I needed aromatherapy myself. I'm getting a bit worked up. There we go. Lavender scent. I feel better now. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We just need to not get pincered between 2 very angry nations.
Nor will Aesfrost go quietly into the night.
Then let us prepare for when word does spread, rather than fret over how long we can keep the secret. Whether we protect the salt as ours or find another way to use it, we must act soon.
What say you, Your Majesty?
We find ourselves at a crossroads.
Yeah.
Not just as a kingdom, but an entire realm. Our decision will touch every life in Norzelia. I too wish to act quickly. But I beg you all for a moment alone with my thoughts.
Your caution is admirable, but ill-advised. Hesitation could cost us everything.
I see your
That
point,
much
but
is
shut up,
obvious.
Benedict.
Yet I cannot race headlong into the unknown when so much depends upon us.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Benedict,
reasonable.
I find myself unmoored as well. I wish to hear from all present before we decide upon a course of action.
As you wish. Pray let it be swift.
By the way, if you ever hear this, that is one of the Jade the Kobold keychains that I keep on my mic arm, which is currently available at my Ko-fi store. It's the older design, but it's still a really nice keychain. But yeah, when I move my mic, sometimes it rattles.
So
Also, I have a store.
Answer me this. Can I
I have
count
two
on
stores.
you to walk the path with me, whatever it may be?
I also have a front page store with some really, really nice art prints. All the Comfy Cave art prints are here.
I was named Lord of House Wolfort long before I was inducted into the Saintly Seven.
Actually, I'm going to talk about this real quick. So, I'm working on my room and rebuilding everything. I'll probably do a stream about that sometime. I already did one in the past about showing some of my treasures. But I'm actually going to get a tapestry, like a big wall tapestry of the Comfy Cave for my walls. When it's done, I'll show you guys how it turned out, and if people are interested in it, I can sell a couple of them. But I'm going to put the hot springs and waterfall scene and the home scene, the interior home scene, on 2 different walls. And if they look good, I'll let you know and I'll make it merch. But only if you guys are interested. So let me know in comments, let me know in discussions if you think that'd be a cool thing. I mean, just putting that out there. I say in the middle of triangle strategy, which not a whole lot of people have been. Whatever, it's fine.
Say no more. Take the others to Castle Wolfort and await my word. Likewise, inform me of any movements from Hyzant.
As you wish. Until we meet again.
And hold the mine and start mining it and start sowing the seeds of discontent. Both by... Okay. The 2 things we can do right now is going to be sowing the seeds of discontent and malfeasance across these 2 armies. If both Hyzant and Aesfrost are mad at us, we die. Right? If Aesfrost decides to march on the mines at the same time that Hyzant decides to march on the mines, we have no chance. We have no chance in the world. So we need to sow the seeds of civilian discontent, which we can do at the Twins Gate by making an embargo treaty right here. Like, oh no salt or food, because remember, Aesfrost gets a lot of its food from Glenbrook. No food goes into Aesfrost. And oh, no iron's coming out? Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that. But we will choke you out of food. And then down here, like I said, start small. Start handing a little bit of these pink salt crystals out. Call it Roselian salt if you really, really want to make people angry. But then the Hierophant would notice very quickly, and that's bad. Start handing these salt crystals to traders and having them be sold in the market. First, just as regular salt, is have it supplement the regular salt trade industry, and have people go, wait, what's this? Pink salt? Huh, weird. Because that wouldn't actually shake the entire faith. That would raise a couple of questions about where'd you get this? Like, oh, I don't know, it's just salt. I'm just a salt merchant. What do I care? It just came in my shipment. It must have come from the source wherever all the rest of the salt comes from, right? You know, and then slowly build that up. That would be a very difficult thing, but that would I would deal with Hyzant. And there's no dealing with Aesfrost. You lock them off, you hard embargo, and effectively do a soft siege. Not actually stopping people from traveling, but stopping food from going in and supplies. and start choking them out. No salt, because we can control the salt trade from Hyzant. No salt or food goes into through the Twins Gate, meaning that they have a very shallow harvest season with what crops they can grow locally, and they can't preserve it. That would be catastrophic to them. Again, that's a 6-month plan, but it's about all we could do. In that time, we just run appeasement on Hyzant openly, and quietly raise malfeasance in the civilians. That's what I would do. Hypothetically. How would I destroy my nation? That's easy. If you want to destroy Glenbrook and slash
Lord Claris.
If you want to destroy Glenbrook and slash or Wolfort domain, all you do is you have an Ace Frost Hawk Rider send a message to Hyzant saying, "We will claim the Northbrook mines. You may have the rest. Do not move against us. And we would like to offer a piece of arms between our two nations. By the way, there is a mine, and put the mine marker at the Rosellan village, not at the actual Norzellan mines, at the Roselian village, and say, by the way, there is a salt mine there. You might want to deal with it. Hyzant will march their army into Wolfort immediately." And that's how, if I were Ace Frost, I would do that. I would play them for zealots and say, hey, actually, I probably wouldn't even put it at the Glenbrook, at the Roselian village, although that would be a really good way of doing it. I'd put it somewhere further west, so they would have to march directly past Wolfort. And then pincer them. And if I was Hyzant, it would be the opposite. It would be telling Ace Frost, hey, I know that you got pushed. Well, no, I guess really he couldn't, because he just helped beat them. They would have to play soft games with Ace Frost. But if Hyzant wanted to claim, they honestly could just merge their armies. Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop Hyzantian armies? Hyzant armies are effectively untouched. They're the strongest, most militarized, most mobilized force right now. We can't march into Ace Frost because of the terrain, but as far as an open field, as far as an open battle goes, yeah, Hyzant wins right now. They just have the numbers.
Intends to raise an army against
in Minecraft.
Glenbrook? Yes, I am familiar.
So it's reached the consortium then. Is it true?
King Roland has only just reclaimed the Crown City with Hyzant's help, not to mention restored relations with them.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, such a thing would be unthinkable, but the rumors are so persistent that I think something may be afoot.
For example?
I wouldn't be so restless if I had an example to give.
So he doesn't know about the Himalayan salt.
S-Frost gathers its troops at Twins Gate. Might they have heard the rumors as well?
Perhaps. A battle for the very soul of Norzelia may loom on the horizon.
Loom, 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 loom.
But therein lies the opportunity for merchants like us. You can't wage war without a surfeit of supplies.
It's true.
You're quite right about that.
Armies march on their stomachs.
Shift in Norzelia's
and at worst, they march on
balance
other people's stomachs.
Opens new business opportunities.
An army marches on its stomach.
Continue trading with Hyzant.
An army marches on its stomachs, meaning that you have to feed your army if you want to make them move. Obviously. But you can also have your army march on other people's stomachs. That is to say, you can have them scavenge the land for food while they march. In Glenbrook, that could work.
'Tis difficult to say.
In Ace Frost, it could.
I believe House Wolfort's actions from here on will be key to the consortium's decision.
Oh, undoubtedly.
House Wolfort, you say?
House Wolfort,
Indeed.
you say?
They've been involved in most every conflict between the three nations on this continent.
True.
I shall wait and see how Lord Serenoa responds first, lest I make any hasty decisions.
There it is, the Twins Gate.
I am gladdened to see each and every one of you, my ironclad brothers in arms, here at Twins Gate.
That's a small gate. I mean, it's huge and tall and imposing, but for the only exit of a mountain pass, that is a small gate for trade.
I have asked you here to tell you of a most fortuitous discovery. We have found crystals of salt deep in the Grand
Oh, he's going
Norzelia
public with
mines.
that. Oh, heck.
Alas, Glenbrook has taken those very mines from us. What's worse, Glenbrook's esteemed House Wolfort is led by one of the saintly seven of Hyzant. They will no doubt be informed of the salt crystals, and their precious religion will be shaken to its core. I trust you can all imagine how Hyzant will respond to such an affront.
Not well!
They will not go quietly, but will instead seek the crystals for themselves, that their reign of terror may continue unimpeded.
Terror?
Therefore,
I mean, yeah.
we must subdue Glenbrook and seize the mines for Esfrost if we are to counter this grave threat. But we cannot stop there, for that will only draw Hyzant to our gates.
Yeah.
They will stop at nothing to conquer all of Norzelia in their name.
Is that true, or is it propaganda? I don't know. If they find out about salt crystals outside their control, it actually might be true.
The Duchy has never been in a more precarious position. But we will not yield. We subscribe to no faith, and we bend the knee for no king. We shall greet our enemies at Twins Gate with cold, hard steel. Our newest weapon, the Death's Knell, is nearly complete. With it, we shall strike back at Hyzant. The false goddess shall crumble beneath the sheer force of our iron will, and Hyzant reduced to rubble along with her. Raise your swords, my black iron heroes. Your names shall be cast in iron when the histories of this day are written. You shall be known as the defenders of Esfrost.
That's dangerous. Yeah, they're... Oof. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Mild yikes.
The Death's Knell will reduce many a falsehood to rubble, dear Gustadolf.
We need Svarog to turn coat. That's kind of our only chance right now, is if Svarog turns coat, then we might be able to do something about anything ever. Now this is gonna be messy.
Ah, Milo has sent a dispatch from Glenbrook. Deep within the Grand Norzelian mines lies... It would seem salt crystals were found within.
Impossible!
The discovery of salt outside the source explains Gustadolf's recent provocations.
How can you be so calm?
The teachings tell us that salt is a blessing, bestowed only upon the goddess's followers. The discovery of these salt crystals is an existential threat to Hyzant.
Salt crystals are salt too. We need only keep word of this discovery from spreading.
Of course. But how?
The Hierophant has spoken. Minister Exham, you shall raise an army and seize the Grand Norzelian mines in Hyzant's name.
Oh, no, bad.
Asks us to invade Glenbrook?
Do you have another way to silence King Roland and his royal hounds in House Wolfort?
Minister Serenoa is one of us, and thus is honor-bound to heed the Hierophant's word.
Ooh, that's super bad.
We know not if he will do so, or if he will cast his lot with his precious king.
Oh no,
you shall
boy.
ask him yourself when you surround Castle Wolfort en route to
Oh, they're just going for it. They're going full send.
You are free to deal with him, as we do with all who forsake the goddess.
Oh, they're going full. Okay, I thought we had a couple months to deal with this. I thought we had a bit of a stalemate before things went hot.
Minister Exham
We
of
are
the
so
Saintly Seven
screwed.
wastes no time in mustering his army, which now marches on the Grand Norzelian mines.
How do we pit them against each other?
Gustadolf amasses his own forces at Twinsgate in anticipation of the war to come.
How? There's no one who will turn coat in Hyzant, right? We have allies there, but we have no
on Glenbrook,
sympathies.
where Roland and Serenoa's pronouncement could touch off a battle for the soul of Norzelia. After much deliberation, Roland makes his way to Castle Wolffort to inform Serenoa of the decision that now weighs heavy on his heart.
If we had 6 months, we could turn this. Real talk. If we had 6 months, we could turn this around. Start the soft siege of Ace Frost, and choke them of some supplies. Sow discontent in Hyzant. We would have something here. We could do something. Yeah, put up a trade blockade here. Not a military one if we could avoid it, but a trade blockade here. And so, like, show the people that Roselian salt is, might exist, but, and spread some rumors and, do a little bit of wet work there. We would have a chance. We are so screwed right now. We are 100% boned. Oh, this is super bad. Okay.
I appreciate you coming all this way, Roland.
I was the one who asked for your time, so it is only natural I make the journey. I wish to tell you that I finally made up my mind.
And I would hear your decision if you were willing to share it with me.
I've long pondered over the one thing that Norzelia needs most. I thought back on the Salt Iron War. 30 years have passed, yet the root of our conflict remains the same. Each nation
Resources.
still thinks only of itself, wishing to fill its coffers even at the expense of others. But who bears the brunt of such a war?
The people.
Of course.
Exactly so. The avarice of the ruler is an existential threat to their loyal subjects.
And without that wealth, the people suffer just as much. They languish in poverty.
Look, I can talk economics, but I'm not.
But there
can
can be
talk
no
more than
winner without a loser. Remove one, and you necessarily remove the other. If we achieve equality, we achieve peace.
And how do you propose we achieve? No. No, surely you don't mean...
Yes. The goddess's teachings. All can live as equals under the goddess. An authority greater than any king.
No. Roland wants to bend the knee to Hyzant. I see where he's coming from. That would absolutely dumpster like an alliance. Ooh. The slavery, the teachings of the goddess, the fact that it's not just the teachings of the goddess, the fact that we know that the goddess's teachings are objectively false, and revealing that information would be considered by execution. That would mean that we would have to live under a known to be fake deific rule. Because that's always the weird thing about RPGs, right? Anytime you have a faith system like D&D where the gods exist, like, you can't really be an atheist, right? How do you be an atheist when the theism can come down and say, "Hi, I'm Bahamut, the god of dragons and justice. How's it going?" You can't really, it doesn't really work. And that's something that is always a weird angle in RPG worlds, where you have these the concept of divinity in a real tangible way. And this is kind of going in that opposite direction, where we have a concept of divinity. We have a concept of divinity that we know is false. Not even like, I don't necessarily agree with it, or I don't believe in it. No, we have evidence. We would have to live with evidence of a false deific rulership, a false theocracy. I think that's bad. I think that that's a thing that's bad, actually. I mean, it might be... I think that it's a thing that's bad.
The model nation was in front of us all along, Serenoa. The holy state of Hyzant.
You don't think it's possible to not worship something? It absolutely is. I mean... Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to worship anything. You can just focus, I mean, you know, on yourself and your community and people who you care and love about. That's not worship, that's support. You can simply be supportive of the people who in your life. You don't need to worship anything. It's very possible not to worship something. It's very possible not to accept a higher power either if you have a community that can support itself without having to rely on... Oh, you mean in D&D. Oh, that's fair. I thought you were talking about, like, you know, theistic stuff. In D&D, yeah, you can not worship something. You can just say, whatever, gods don't come down and help me. And that's actually a genuinely okay stance in a D&D world, is to say, okay, the gods are out there, but what have they done for me lately? Like, that is a completely valid stance in a D&D setting, is to say, to reject the authority of the gods, and that is how you would handle that there.
I have decided that we must give the salt crystals in the Grand Norzelian mines to Hyzant.
So doing, you'll give them control of all Norzelia.
Exactly. There will
He's
be
all
no
in
more
on this.
squabbling over salt. Norzelia will know eternal peace at last.
Unequal peace, surely. One built on the backs of a people like the Roselle, if not the Roselle themselves.
I am not blind to that fact. But so few will suffer for the good of so many. Nothing in this world is perfect, Serenoa. The sacrifice of the few for the good of the many. It's the only clear answer, and one I would give every time I were asked.
It's slavery that
you to the goddess will rob you of your kingship.
So be it.
No, he'll gladly abdicate the throne.
My pride. There are but small prices to pay for peace.
I don't disagree with that.
Throw it all
but
away.
Not
Join
on the
me,
backs of a
Serenoa.
slaver.
Let us unite Norzelia under the holy state.
No.
Roland, this is quite sudden.
I understand. Pray, take all the time you need.
I mean, if Hyzant's already marching, then we don't really have a whole lot of options here, eh? But that's not one of them. That is
Frederica
not
will
an
want
option.
nothing to do with this plan.
Oh, absolutely.
Seeing as it forsakes her people.
Yeah, and I won't either, because I will
am
not
already
forsake her
mourning
or
the
her
rift
people.
This may cause between you. But I shall not be swayed. This will be my final act as Glenbrook's king.
Oh my god. That's so... Well, Roland is off of the Christmas list.
King Roland's anguish plays plainly across his face. It pains me to see him so tortured.
Uh-huh.
I'm not surprised. The future of our kingdom, to say nothing of the entire continent, rests upon his shoulders.
Pray tell, what do you intend to do about the salt crystals?
Eat them. Yum,
In
yum, yum,
truth,
yum.
I cannot decide. Salt is too precious to be hoarded. We've a duty to share it with the people, which is...
The problem here is just the time frame. If we had 6 months, we could probably do something.
Where the difficulty lies, yes.
But they're already
The
marching.
source makes that all too clear. Salt lies at the heart of every war in Norzelia.
Salt and iron.
Would that the boundless salted sea of Rosellan legend still existed. We'd have no need
The
of
ocean.
conflict if there were a source of salt for all.
Wait.
My love, if I may, the discovery of the salt crystals has made two things plain to me.
Yeah?
The first is that my mother spoke true in the legend she passed on to me.
And the other is that the goddess's teachings are nothing more than a lie built to constrain your people.
Just so, we are guilty of nothing. Yet the Roselle languish in the source, where they are looked down upon and forced to work until they die. Entire generations lost, countless lives given to Hyzant's cruelty. cruelty created to justify Hyzant's own avarice and lust for power.
Yeah, completely unacceptable.
Such
Utterly
is the
unacceptable.
ugly lie at the heart of their teachings.
One revealed by a crystal of the mineral they hold so dear. The time has come, Serenoa. The Roselle must be freed.
Agreed.
The salt crystals have brought us to the brink of war. We can harness this unrest, incite the Roselle to rise up and rebel against their captors.
Slave uprising, let's go.
I am with you. Believe me, I am. But you make it sound so...
Simple. Yes, I know. But the suffering of my people is so distant for everyone else. We can no longer wait for someone to do the right thing. Help isn't coming. Why else would my own mother incite rebellion? We are alone.
She's not wrong.
I swear to you, none of this feels distant to me. The Roselle live in my domain. I am betrothed to you, my dear.
Yeah.
It couldn't feel any closer.
And I thank the stars that I have you by my side. I do. In truth, that's why I think this time will be different. Why I'll be able to accomplish what my mother could not.
I agree. But the risk is immense.
So we either...
Suppose we succeed, what then? Hyzant will not let us go quietly.
If we completely upheaval their religion, if we nuke the statue of the goddess and show that it has Himalayan salt in it, because that was a plot point they dropped earlier, if we could totally put them into a religious crisis of faith, that might be enough to stop their armies. But then again, it might also backfire and give their armies the religious fervor and zealotry to absolutely raise our entire kingdom.
Of course
that would
not.
suck.
And when that time comes, you can lead the Roselle to Centralia. Just as your mother wrote about in the book she left behind. Beyond the Great Falls and the Falk's domain at the end of the Norzelia River. The ancestral home of the Roselle.
That's right, we actually know the direction. That is a rumor and a legend. But we actually do have...
But that's just a legend.
We've already found one legend to be rooted in truth. Perhaps this one is as well. And if not, at least you'll be safe from harm.
I doubt Benedict will share our feelings, though. Abandoning all we've built to embark on a journey fraught with danger in search of a legend. Yet no matter how perilous the path ahead, I would happily walk it at your side.
Yeah. So that's the screw this, I'm out option. That might not be a bad option, actually.
I trust you understand what a monumental effect the discovery of these salt crystals will have on Norzelia's history.
Oh yeah, this is going to shatter everything.
Whatever course of action we choose will determine whether House Wolfort leaves a legacy in that history, or is expunged from it.
How would you proceed, Benedict?
I would do all I could to keep it from falling into Hyzant's hands. They already control the source. With the crystals in hand, they will solidify their grip on the realm and in time dominate it. The siren song of a false equality under their goddess shall blanket the land, claiming every domain and its people.
Even though they count me among the Saintly Seven.
Even then, for that matters little when the equality they espouse is dictated by the goddess. Or should I say, the Hierophant.
And that's the other thing, is that we haven't been a Saintly Seven long enough to actually influence them. We can't be there like, hey, question, what's this? And like hold up a salt crystal. No, they would just execute us, because that is, anathema. That is against their faith. If again 6 more months of time in this game, which I don't want to stream this game for another 6 months. I've been streaming it for so long already. But 6 more months in game, and we could have actually
in the
solidified.
End, they will have the same
this is
life
bad,
and death
real
control
bad
over all Norzelia that they now hold over the Roselle.
And our wounds from the battle with Esfrost have only begun to heal.
Yeah.
Hyzant will destroy us if we wage war against them in our current state.
And a lot of the farms have been destroyed by Aesfrost. That was dropped earlier. Info
But
drop, that is.
they stand little chance against us if we ally with Aesfrost.
Are you of sound mind, Benedict?
They kind of...
Think about it for a moment.
Okay, I'll think about it. Okay, fine, Benedict. We play this game. Fine. We think about this for a moment, Benedict. So you're saying that we ally with the people who we just slaughtered. We join troops with the people who have no trust or love for us, and bend our knee to them and expect the fascists not to execute us? Is that really your plan, Benedict? Do you really think that that's absolutely unhinged, Benedict?
Aesfrost wants nothing more than to loosen Hyzant's grip. They will go to war if it means control of the salt crystals.
They already did, against us! Why wouldn't they do that again? We know they're expansionistic.
Yes, but...
Aesfrost has been building toward precisely that purpose for some time now.
You speak of the Death Knell, the weapon that Cordelia mentioned.
Yeah, they're trying to use that thing that can breach
a weapon
the Hyzantian
capable
walls.
of reducing the goddess's shield to rubble, leaving Hyzant's capital ripe for the taking. Without that weapon, we cannot win. You need only say the word, and I shall convince Aesfrost to join our side.
I appreciate your candor, Benedict, and I do not doubt you could secure Aesfrost's cooperation.
But I don't trust them to actually
But I fear the harder
hold to
fight
us.
is within our own domain. King Roland's heart will not be easily won.
Yeah, they killed his family. Like, come on!
I bid you listen closely and calmly to what I'm about to ask.
I will listen, and then I will throw you... Ah, there's no windows in this room! How am I supposed to throw out a window where there's no... Why is there no windows in this room? Come on. Gotta get better rooms.
From whence this somber tone?
Do you believe King Roland is fit to rule?
What are you implying?
Decorum is of little use when the fate of our realm is at stake, Lord Serenoa. Are you content to spend the rest of your life in servitude to another?
Not another word, Benedict. Roland is more than my king. He is my friend.
Benedict?
And you are Lord
How
of House
dare you.
Wolfort, whose military prowess is known to all Norzelia. Not the guard dog of Glenbrook and Hyzant.
You're
What
not
else are
entirely
you here
wrong,
to
but
do,
also...
if not to
heck
protect your
no.
house and keep its banner aloft.
Not at the... bending the knee to the
But
fascists.
you have the potential for so much more. All Norzelia could be yours if you but desired it.
Treason, if not outright regicide. These are your suggestions.
Of course not. The blood in your veins and the royal family's ring are claim enough to the throne.
That's actually
There is
true.
no need for violence.
We actually do have...
I told you not to speak of that again.
But you did not tell me to forget. The time to reckon with your lineage draws near. You must make a...
Punch him.
I've heard enough. Leave me.
Just know that I will do anything you ask of me, Lord Serenoa. I pray that you make the right choice, not only for House Wolfort.
If you will do anything that I ask, I will ask you now to throw yourself out a window.
But for yourself.
Ooh, yeah, Benedict is saying, bow to the fascists, don't worry, they won't stab us in the back. Which, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with fascists, but, oh, they will. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess we have 3 choices here, huh? First of all, new save, 100%. So the 3 options are join with Hyzant, the slavers, who generally do have a good reign and good rule for the people, except for the slave class. 2, join the fascists and hope that they don't stab us in the back after we stab our friend in the back. Fun fact, No. Fun fact, no. How about that? No. Also, like, okay. Here's the thing about appeasement. You know that doesn't work. I trust that you know that doesn't work. Anyways, other than that. Okay, here's the thing about turncoats. Everything in history always shows the turncoat, in like actual history, shows the turncoat that helps someone secure the throne, either being executed, demoted, or thrown out afterwards. Because once they've served their purpose, they're no longer useful. They always believe that they can turn it around and that they're invaluable and that their betrayal of their previous leader. But the new person always knows that the simple fact that you cannot trust the man who would betray his country. You cannot trust them not to do it again. So they would simply stomp us. No! That just simply... No! Oh, no new missions here. Well, we got some, a lot of money, so... Don't really... I need all the superiors I can get. And I can get a lot of them, actually. Timber's the one I need some of. Let me get 2 of each. Nah, 4 of each. I can afford it. And look at my tier 3 upgrades. Also, do you have anything new for me? Medal of Bravery, don't need those. Everyone's promoted who can be promoted, except for Benedict. Okay. Not that I really like using Benedict in battle.
Never stop learning.
Exactly, Risky. Why would you ever keep a turncoat on the roster when they've already proven that they will turncoat if, in response to, well... when they've already proven that they will turncoat in response to a better offer. If they're willing to do that, you simply cannot trust them. I want the revive. That's gonna be clutch. Wait, I needed some of these though, didn't I? I can get 2 of them. I guess I get 1 of each of them? Alright, I got 5 kilo dollar monies left. You need an upgrade to tier 2? Leather? I can just buy leather. That's pretty easy, right? Don't you just have leather here? Oh, come on. This is Wolfort. Leather should be like our primary export. How do I not have a leather for this guy? That's kind of wild. I just can't level up Cortintin? Or Maxwell. Oh, I can level up... Okay, so... Okay. I've already leveled up Roland. And myself. We've already leveled, maxed out Frederica. Sunfall. Use all TP to deal fire damage, and... Okay. So we can just nuke the world. Ability range +1 on Gila is actually insane. Grants an ally the ability to recover 1 time after falling in battle. Is that saying that she can do multiple times per battle? Is that like just a 4 TP skill? That'd be really good. These are both really good. I think I do take this one, but let me look around first. Weapon damage up or Lower their physical and magical defense for 5 turns? I think I just want her to hit like a truck. And that's also one I definitely take. Now, Huette? We already took Shooting Star and it's amazing. Wait, no we didn't. Did we? Oh no, we got that. Oh no, we didn't. What is that? Okay, so that's a snipe. +1 range on her is also very good. Range and movement are the 2 best skills in this entire heckin' game. Increase movement by 1. Love it. Piercing arrow. Attack range +1 on Archibald. And weapon damage as well. Probably weapon damage, I think would be best. So he already has +1 range, right? I think so. Okay. We don't have a Lion's Heart. We don't have a Meteorite Fragment. We don't have leather. We don't have silver. Okay, so she can't upgrade either. We could upgrade Yen's, but meh. No silver. Wow, so this is kind of rough, huh? So the only tier 3 upgrades I can do is Parchment, Diamond, Diamond. I have 1 diamond. And I can't do his because he doesn't have that, and I can't do hers because I don't have silver, which means I can do Yen's, but I don't like Yen's. Okay, so I have no of those. Okay, on to tier 3 sections here. He already has 1. He already has 1. Anna, do you take Sunfall? Do we take Sunfall here? I think Gila's the one we take the most here. I think Life is the pick. Right, Anna, I think weapon damage. It's less flashy than a cool attack, but it's probably just better. And you take damage. As do you. Oh, I didn't take that skill? I thought I had it already. That's fine. She needs that now. That'd be good too, but we can't get it. Hosabata needs more stuff to level up. I think we do take the Shooting Star. No, range is too good. Being able to attack enemies from a safe position is very important. I'm out of money. I think I actually do sell 500 worth just to get Gila set up here. If I can. I don't have a whole lot to sell. I don't have a... I actually need to buy the HP recovery pellets too. Dang. Let's do 1 attack here. We'll do 1 of these for the money. Not you.
At once!
Excellent.
I will make quick work of this. Oh yeah, do I want that black ring off?
Do my best.
I wish I had regen, so I could just regen it. You know what? No. We're gonna stick with it. And then we'll do the story thing after this.
Time to work.
I just need some time to parse the story because things have just gotten like super real, you know?
Into the shadows.
Charge!
Okay. Roland, you can't actually do a whole lot, huh? Can you break these for us? No, you can't. Okay.
This battle is ours.
Alright, sight set, let's go. Gosh, look at her range now. That's so good, actually. Does sight set also get the range increase?
The battle has only begun.
Okay, it does not. That's actually reasonable, though.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Yeah, just take care of these. A little bit of a waste, but I don't care. Do I have a better angle anywhere? I really don't. Yeah, just send it. And miss.
Now then.
Heck. I definitely want him up there, so I'm just gonna take this path. And I'll just get the XP this turn by not doing that, because I can't. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Just stand there and be old. Oh, what if he can't jump that high? Heck. Good night, Risque.
You little...
Ow.
Let the show begin!
Well, decoy out.
Help me, please.
Nothing's in range yet. Well, you need to be up here, so that's fine.
I shall do what I can.
We gotta keep Nerve safe. But for this turn, we can do that. Why did the enemy get regen and I don't? Nobody who I have has regen. Miss.
I fight for peace.
Alright, what do I nuke here? I can Blazing Chain this guy for 1 billion damage. That's gotta be the right play.
Blaze, heed my call.
Time for some research.
We'll put this safety thing on to Serenoa. We get 2 TP back per turn, which is really nice. Here, Nerf. Have a snacky. Alright, these guys are gonna come down.
Take that.
Hewitt took like 6 attacks that time. I love it. Yeah, I take these.
For victory!
Hey, wanna see a cool trick?
Breathe your last!
I didn't get to show that off last episode. That's Roland's ultimate.
We mustn't let our guard down.
Ooh, you know what? She needs to get close enough to Gila to be able to not die. Can I make that shot? I can.
This ends now.
She can get back up there easily enough. Oh, I can't get up there. Okay, it's fine. We go the long way. That's the only attack I have.
Slow.
Okay, he's...
Defeat is not an option.
Alright, okay, we got a really strong... Okay, that kills him. I can blow the snot out of these guys. That is a thunderous amount of damage, and it sets some really nice fires.
Ready or not, here I come!
Hold on. We go up to here, and give me a ranged firestone actually can almost finish that guy off. And looks like our main character is not okay, I can do it here too. Yeah, I like that.
Make way!
I think this is where we leap. Yeah, we can get up to somewhere fancy.
Let's make trouble!
Big jump there. Oh, I don't have any actions left. That's fine. It's a pretty good place to be.
You win.
As I thought.
Shall we begin?
Alright, Hewitt gets a big heal here.
I appreciate it. Let me show you what I've learned.
Yeah, start working on the boss character.
Where was I?
Cortintin. I want you standing on ice. It's kind of more important to get this guy down. Yeah, no way around it.
My research bears fruit.
Have you not caught me?
Ally. Hey, it actually worked. Nice.
My turn.
Alright, so this is a healer who I can give some good stabs to. Oh, I can actually kills. Nice.
This is the end.
My turn.
Roland, you can... Yeah, go pop this guy. Oopsies, wrong direction.
Time to take
Whatever.
flight.
I like that shot. Big Zots.
Here I come!
We'll just have her chill for a minute. I can hawk dive the boss. Yeah, I think that's the play. I move to here, hawk dive the boss, and then hope that Gila can give me another heal. Now here is a fantastic turn, here. Never mind, it's terrible. Okay, good, I can take it out. Good.
You're done for!
Big Zots, that's fine. Nothing to attack. I really... Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, Narv, actually... Ghosts... I can just smite the healer pretty strong. You know what?
Don't be afraid.
Try to get the healer to protect themselves.
Let me heal your wounds.
And then you can sanctuary both of them.
I'm behind you. Thank you.
Big heal. Nice. And a paralysis there. Nice, that's actually really good.
I fight for peace.
Oh, I can't... Oh, I don't have TP for things. Never mind. Here, have a little snacky snack.
For you!
Tides are turning. Where was I?
I can't really find a way to end my... You know what? Okay, no. We actually send him... here. just so we can sit on the snow.
You cannot impede progress.
Grab another hawkbow.
Time to work.
Or don't. That's fine.
Too easy.
I like using surmount just for an extra point of movement.
My turn.
I just go here and wait then, I suppose.
Ready or not, here I come!
Not a great decoy, but whatever. It's fine.
Allow me.
You know what? Sure, get that XP.
Time to take flight. Try this.
Defeat is not an option.
All right, now I can just dumpster. Yeah, yeah. Good.
Make way!
Trish. I actually can't shoot anybody from there. You know what? Shoot them. I know they're charmed, but it's fine. It's also how she gains TP now. They're paralyzed for another turn. My gosh, that's a lot. Zot the big guy. Good hit, good hit.
Some research.
Alright, Cortintin. Gosh, you really don't have the best locations to go. That works pretty well, but he's out of temptation now.
Joking.
Cool heads shall prevail.
I think we save our TP here. That's a really good stun. I'm gonna burn here, just so that there's some extra fire going on behind him.
You cannot impede progress. Combat is not.
Come on, is that gonna
my
enrage?
forte.
It did not. He might even be immune. I don't know. I can go here and stab him, but that's not a lot of damage, and he's gonna hit me in the face super hard. I don't have any TP left. But it might be the right play anyways.
You won't escape.
Got poison on him.
Did you see that?
Nice, got him. I guess you have no turn.
The hunt is on.
Blind the Hawkbow.
From this victory is ours.
Got him. That's so good.
Allow me.
Ah, no shot. Dang it. I
Where shall we
shouldn't have gone up that side, apparently. That's okay. Now I'm learning. I can hawk dive anyone I want. I'll just hawk dive you. I'm doing this half for the spoils and half for the money. And a big part of the money is the spoils, and a big part of the spoils is the money. In summary, money. Even though he's blinded, I still think I'd take that shot. It's just too good of a shot to pass up.
Help me, please.
And it gives her the TP that she just can't otherwise get, you know? Narv has a nothing turn. Yeah, sure, have that.
Most appreciated. Now then, to work.
Okay, I'll take that. I was gonna have him
fight for peace.
freeze below his own feet, but maybe that's not the right... Oh, wait, that kills him? Okay, get rid of the boss. Oh, wait, that's it? I just had to kill the boss? Oh. Oh, maybe I should have killed everyone else first for extra XP and timbers and whatnot. I mostly was doing it for the money, though, so I guess I probably should have killed everyone. Whatever, it's fine. That was Gila. The range would be in good. The magic up would be good with magic here too. But nah, she needs... I want to have the re-raise. Giving someone re-raise is insane, actually. I'm gonna take the weapon damage up. Yulio, I just want to hit things like a truck. This is a very strong punch hit from Yulio. And the other thing he has is... I don't know the range, and I don't want to learn it without learning the range. And that's just good. No fibers. Alright, so Flanagan's the only person who can learn a tier 3 skill. Do I want a tier 3 skill on him? Honestly, yeah. Decrease damage taken by allies for 3 turns. That sounds... It's adjacent, but that's still really good. Alright. Alright, enough stalling. Let's... Ooh, new character stories? Okay.
At it again, eh? You know, even the Dawn Spear set down his weapon on occasion.
We are at war. I cannot hope to end it by being idle.
Spoken like a true member of the Kingsguard. You lot were always too serious for my tastes.
We were not serious enough. Where is the king we were meant to protect now?
Ooh.
What will become of his kingdom?
You were meant to protect Roland, and you did your job admirably well.
King Regna and Crown Prince Franny are no more. Only Roland and Cordelia remain.
And your charge was Roland, and you're doing good.
When I think of how lonely my charge must feel, I almost feel smothered by the guilt.
If he's lonely, he hides it well. Could be that losing his princely obligations has lifted a weight off his shoulders.
And who are you to speak on his feelings? His father ever doted on Franny. He knew precious few moments of his mother's love before she passed. Even so, he tried his utmost to never show weakness in front of his sister. He was there for her in the worst of times. There was never a place near the throne for him. Truth be told, Sir Maxwell was more of a father to him than anyone. I'd like to think I have been more than his guard. Oftentimes, I felt like his confidant.
You and Flugy are constant companions.
As I said before, my prince, he is more than my companion. He is the truest friend I could ask for.
A true friend? I must admit, I envy your relationship.
My prince, I did not mean to...
'Tis nothing to apologize for. I simply find the idea of soaring the skies with a true friend to be somewhat... romantic.
You could do the same with the proper training. If it pleases you, my prince, I would gladly teach you.
Wait, what?
Then I gladly accept.
If she's
I
no
trust
longer
you'll go easy on me.
his bodyguard, they could totally make out.
I can promise no such thing. You must become as ferocious as a hawk yourself if you wish to ride one.
Oh, that's cute. And they can fly together. And smooch.
War broke out soon after that. My promise to teach him is yet unfulfilled. So I will train. I will fight. Until the skies are no longer clouded by the fires of war. Only then can I rest. Only then can we fly free. Perhaps then, with the wind in our faces, we can forget our stations, our titles, if only just for one moment.
What was that last part? You'll have to speak up.
I said I want to smooch him.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yes, it's back to training for me.
Mm-hmm, sure thing, Huette. Yep, just some training. Nothing about that. That's so cute. That's actually very cute. I actually like that a lot. Alright, Trish, what do you got for me? I'm not stalling, you're stalling. Shut up.
You hold it right there. I said stop.
I said stop, I said.
Huh? What's that about?
I don't know, Foghorn Leghorn's here for some reason.
Ain't nowhere left to run.
Hey, what's all the fuss?
This poor boy stole an apple that was out for sale.
That true, you little brat? I know you can hear me. Is it?
What else was I to do? I was starving to death!
A thief, then. Justice must be served.
No! Let me go!
If you want fruit, buy it.
With what coin?
Yeah, capitalism.
My mom and dad died in the war. We've got nothing at home!
Mm-hmm.
Just come quietly.
Support the people who need it, please. Thanks in advance.
Wait. Let him go.
And why should I do that?
Because what else is he going to do?
Because I'm gonna pay for the apple. Now will you let him go? I'm telling you, he won't do it again. I'm taking him under my wing.
Yay! Okay, Mommy Trish is
I
cute.
don't care what you do with him, as long as I get my money. Just tell him we better not catch him stealing again.
Why did you help me?
Okay, but like...
Dunno. Guess it just felt like the right thing to do.
I want to be an orphan on the street and have Trish take me in as my mother.
Now, you're gonna promise me that you're done thieving. For good.
What else is he gonna do?
On my parents' graves. Thank you. The both of you.
No, take him in. Face him.
Letting him off with a mere promise. I pray he keeps it, but I have my doubts.
In a world like this, sometimes you can't help but stoop to stealing. I should know. That's how I made it this far.
But it's no longer how you live now. Is that so?
You damned right. Even when we were bandits, my pa always told me never to steal from the poor. I've got no need for a world where the rich get richer.
Amen, amen.
So I never once thought what we were doing was wrong. We were noble bandits, allies of the poor and the suffering. That was the oath I took, and I meant every word of it.
None of that excuses thievery.
Yeah, it does.
Which you've sworn to House Wolford you're done with.
I know that, of course, but...
What?
Well, Pa now makes an honest living helping people. Me, on the other hand... There's gotta be something I can do to help the poor.
I mean, overthrowing systems of rulership tends to be a pretty good way of going about that in general. Okay, here we go. And I'm leaving this save untouched so I can go back and change things if I need to.
You are certain Hyzan's army marches for the Grand Norzelian mines?
There is no doubt.
They've heard word of the crystals.
Mm-hmm. It was only a matter of time. We knew this.
Yikes.
Esfrost's army gathers at Twinsgate as well.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbrook respond, King Roland?
There's no need to prepare for war. I have decided that we will surrender the salt crystals to the holy state of Hyzant.
What?
Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people shall submit to the goddess and her teachings.
Yikes.
There is no way to bring happiness to all Norzelia with the salt crystals. Which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
I see where he's coming from, but yikes.
How could you? Do you not see that Hyzant's dominion over Norzelia's salt is why we are in conflict already?
Mm-hmm.
Is the suffering of the Rosal not proof enough that the goddess's vaunted equality is a lie?
And he's seen that suffering firsthand. He knows that there is a servant and slave caste in Hyzant.
She speaks the truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzant's goddess free reign of Norzelia. Will you so readily surrender the realm to the Hierophant?
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kingship alike. A small price to pay in my eyes, in exchange for the security and prosperity of the many.
And the sacrifice of the Rosal, is that a small price to you?
It is.
How could you say such a thing to my face?
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with Esfrost and strike back at Hyzant. The salt deposits within the mines give us the leverage we need to convince Gustadolf to join us.
Ally with Esfrost? You dare suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father?
I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people. So you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately.
Cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered.
You would commit people to slavery.
You can see beyond your own grievances. It's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. We're told to believe in the goddess, while our own lives are thrown away to make a few more grains of your precious salt. And now, even with proof that the goddess is a lie, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort.
Lady Frederica, please. We shall speak of the Rosal in due time.
Oh.
No,
we shall
I've heard
speak
that
of it
before.
now.
Your due time is never, and I will not have you cast us aside for another 3 decades or more.
Yes,
All
thank you,
else is
Frederica.
in disarray. If Hyzant seizes the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We know the truth. We must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness.
You can ambush the desert army, then blockade the mountain. Absolutely not. We have a skirmishing army. We have a skirmishing force. We have 20 to 30 skilled combatants who can win, push the tide over small victories. We can't stand up to an army. Even when there was an army that we stood up against, we did it by going in the back door and making the tactical movement. We don't have an army to stand up to Hyzant with. We can't face them head on.
That cannot to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak.
So we are a distraction to you?
I am merely being rational. Liberating the Rosal would be extremely dangerous. We cannot take such a risk. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzant will rain down upon us?
Esfrost would pounce on us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves.
Precisely. We would be without allies and ripe for the taking.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
Screw this, I'm out of here.
We set out alongside the Rosal in search of Centralia.
Centralia is a myth.
The legends of my people are true.
I care not one whit if they are. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort domain.
Silence! I have heard enough to know where each of you stand. Do you all hold the courage of your own convictions?
I do.
Nothing I've heard here has swayed me.
I feel the same.
Very well. But know that a choice must be made. There can only be one way forward. Face the scales of conviction and prepare to make peace with the outcome.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing this is the last scales of conviction in the game. Ooh, okay. I cannot help but feel our greatest battle lies ahead. My wife gave birth to our first child a few days ago. Your father before a soldier? Protect your own house before mine? No, he's a soldier. No. I will not force you to march with us. I agree with this one. Yeah, not this one, but this one. We must pull together. No, I will not force you to march with us, but you are still a soldier of mine. You have some time to think about it. I have no outside to go to. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. Short term, all of these are win. Long term, I think only one of them is win. So in the short term, Roland's idea wins in the short term by allying us with Hyzant, and honestly wins in the long term for the greatest number of people. That's true. It's terrible, and we'd be abetting slavery and bowing to a regime that we know is built on a bed of lies. So it's unacceptable to me, but it is true that it would save our people. I would deny that. But I also won't be in support of slavers. In the long term, I actually think that might be the best one for, like, the survival of the people if we stay in Norzelia. Long term, that means that the goddess's reign persists, and this becomes a theocracy and a holy state across the land, and we can't overturn that. Not realistically. No, not realistically at any point, but we could have a good position in it. You know? Now, Benedict's, I think, is absolutely insane. Allying with Ace Frost, who we know is opportunistic as heck and would throw us out in a heartbeat and stab us in the back, as they already have multiple times, is insane. Like, yes, I get what Benedict is saying. But Benedict is saying that... So Benedict does have a plan. He does actually have a plan. And that is putting Serenoa onto the throne. Serenoa has proof of Glenbrook heritage. He has the ability to rise up onto that throne. And inside of the way that Ace Frost functions, we could become high-ups and a king of Glenbrook, and possibly even, you know, after Hyzant is crushed under the combined forces, we actually could turn on Ace Frost. That's this plan, is to make us ruler of this entire region. The problem with that is that Ace Frost would be like, okay, you served your purpose, and then execute us. Like they already showed that they would with Dragon, like they already showed that they would with their attitude of opportunistic fascism. We know for every fact that they would not, that is a pipe dream. That could not actually pass too. I think it's time to say screw this, we're out, because short term, it's the most dangerous because we have to go, you know, liberate the Roselle. Then it's just getting out of here and becoming a nomadic peoples for a little while, and looking for the ocean. It is a pipe dream, but it is also the only way for our people, if they come with us, to survive. We become a nomadic community and say, bye, and just go, you know, yeah, until we find a new place to plant agriculture. We just take the route of actually finding a new home. I think that might have to be it. Just between you and me, Lord Serenoa, what do you make of their plans? In reality, humans only act in their own best interest. Frederica's a strong woman for standing up what's right. Ignoring their plight now would be shameful, especially knowing what we could do of their innocence. Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. Makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scale's decision. I will wish for all of us to walk astride the same paths as we always have. Okay, well, I'm sold. I'm going with Frederica. I don't think it's great, because we are giving up a lot. We're giving up this nation that we have control over, but we are leaving it because we will not survive any other way. We will either become a part of Hyzantian systems, which will crush us underfoot, and you know, my wife would probably be, you know, would leave me for sure. That's also not cool. But even that aside, it's profoundly unethical. Roland's idea, so that's... Benedict's strategy is way too risky. If there was a path of Benedict's strategy that actually would realistically put us on the throne, I would say, yeah, maybe. There isn't. Now, for the record, I am conscious of the fact that there is a golden path. I don't know what it is, all I know is I can't do it. If you do your research before and choose your other options as you play the game, there is a path in this game through which you can get a good ending, if you will. A golden ending where everything works out. But we deviated off that a long time ago, probably back when we didn't do the mind stuff at the very beginning of the game. We fumbled the chance of getting that golden path probably near the beginning of the game. So I didn't want to look into it. I wanted all this to be fresh. So I didn't do any research into paths. And I am happy with my decision. Alright, pack your stuff, we're going to the ocean. Here we stand, fight after bitter fight for the crown city. Only the king speaks of forsaking it. And his subject is my duty to follow his decree. How do you see the proposals from Roland and the others? I need your guidance. Yep, Frederica. We only need to convert one person, honestly. You take Frederica's side in all this? What fascination do the Roselle hold for you, my lord? Frederica's showing me a future in which no one is holden to Salt, or indeed any nation. Or no better time to free him than now, with Ace Frost and Hyzant squabbling over the crystals. Yes, but it's long-term things. So the choice is to ally with the Duchy, who might prize over all else, or submit to the Holy State, who will prey upon the weak.
But...
You mean to suggest we simply do neither? Precisely. She's shown me that Rosellan legends are true. That means there is hope for all of us. A hope I would bet my life upon. So long as we sit between two nations who have no compassion for the weak, I fear we will never know peace. That is so true.
Furthermore...
So true, bestie. I take your point. War will spread, and perhaps only end when the Death Snow and Elfric are unleashed upon the continent. 6 more months. 6 months to establish myself in Hyzant and use my position as a Saintly Seven to ease the burden of the Rosellan and slowly introduce doubts of the faith into the system. 6 more months of being able to hold back Ace Frost, to choke them out and deny them the ability, the conquest, and force them to underheal. 6 months of in-game time, and we could have done something, but with their armies all marching now, no. We motor. So you see why I would choose to flee with the weak rather than be a party to the atrocities of the powerful. It'll be a flight amid a hail of arrows and steel. But so righteous and noble that I would be proud to give my life for it. You've stated your case well, my lord.
What do you need?
Each path before us demands a great sacrifice in exchange for the great reward. I'm sure King Roland, Benedict, and Frederica have agonized over their proposals. Now we must agonize over our own decisions. I must say I'm surprised that you support Frederica's vision. I've been by her side for years, and yet I must admit it's rather hopeful if I'm being charitable. Perhaps you see something that I do not. I agree with you. His plans impotent and ill-advised. What? Why would I say that? My father defended the Roselle all these years, and I intend to carry on his legacy. Cute. Norzelia will forever be plagued by war. I wish to leave this place and create a new nation that knows only peace. You mean to forsake not only your own domain, but all of Norzelia?
I don't know.
I can see that Hyzant will not admit defeat should we manage to free the Roselle. Do you truly believe that searching for Centralia and starting anew will prove any easier? I do, and I acknowledge that it's far easier said than done. I should say so. Sounds like a daydream if I may speak so plainly.
I don't know.
Yet the world is vast and full of wonders. I cannot in good faith argue that Centralia does not exist. Perhaps forging ahead is the only answer. It may lead us to the future we dream of. If this is what you desire. If nothing else, as Frederick as a tenant, I must say it warms my heart to see you support her so diligently. You must truly love her. Heck yeah! Also, just for the record, the biggest difference between this and any real-life nation is the lack of surrounding nations, right? There is functionally no nation to the north, as it is simply mountainous, as far as we know, it is mountainous all the way. There is no nation to the east, as is a desert as far as we know. There is no nation to the west, though it is farmland. We do not know what lies out there past the fields. And there's no nation to the south. The river simply flows in that direction. This not like so. As far as we know, there is no other populated land, which means that we do have the option of settling into place without an indigenous people, and that is a good idea.
Serenoa.
Only we can free the Roselle and expose the lie that has kept them in bondage these many years. However, we must move quickly. I hear your plea, but I cannot help but wonder if we act with too much haste. I know not what I can do to prove to you that I have thought this through. I swear to you, this is no fit of pique. Benedict's stratagem may also provide the chance to strike at Hyzant. Would that not be enough? It prolongs this war and thus immense suffering of my people. Even if we do prevail, you know as well as I that my brother is not a merciful man. He'll not spare as much as a thought for the weak. How much is true? The Roselle's plight would then be buried once more amid the negotiations between nations. Do you see? Time is now, and only we have the power to save them. Power we forfeit if we assent to Roland's plan.
I have decided.
His is the one vision for our future that I cannot abide. Perhaps my concerns seem narrow when all of Norzelia is at stake, but you know that you can save my brothers and sisters. I beg you consider it. Yeah, it's fair.
Serenoa.
We must give Hyzant the salt crystals now. Cow Aesfrost and unite Norzelia under the name of the goddess. We otherwise will never know peace. It is true, it would be a time of peace for all people, but it would be a subjugated time of peace. The Roselle will continue to suffer, yes, it's true, but the war will end as we know it, and countless more will live in peace as true equals. I will see that this is done not just for the people of Glenbrook, but for all of Norzelia. Roland, you are the king. Surely cooperation with Hyzant need not mean forfeit of the kingdom.
I think not.
And that's where you're wrong, my friend. My time on the throne has shown me that the people need a force more powerful than any king to show them the way. There's many paths that lead us out of war, Roland. Cooperating with Aesfrost, for instance. End the war by allying with the very Archduke who set us this in motion? No. Cooperating with this tyrant ends nothing. His avarice has only brought the pain and suffering of this land. If anyone understood the torturous path I've taken to arrive at this decision, I thought it would be you, Serenoa. He has no response to Frederica's plan at all. I didn't even bring it up to him. I don't like that.
My lord.
We share a common goal with Aesfrost at the moment. It is incumbent upon us to seize that opportunity and rid Norzelia of Hyzant for good. Indeed, the Soul Crystals make an alliance. with Aesfrost possible, but Roland would never assent to it. He feels the weight of the crown, underestimates his own abilities, and has allowed his hatred for Gustave to cloud his judgment. I sympathize, but those matters have no bearing on the welfare of our house. Perhaps you're right, but what of Friedrica's vision? Do you concede that her plan concerns our house?
Quite impossible.
I concede nothing, for her strategy is entirely out of the question. She asks us to forfeit all we have fought to build in this domain. That is true. We are sacrificing everything we've worked towards here. We are just saying, screw this, I'm out of here, and that is... yeah. How could I reasonably entertain such a proposition? And you'll book no argument otherwise?
We
None.
must decide.
May I remind you, my lord, that you are House Wolfort's lord. Your duty is to your people above all else.
I believe I've reached a decision.
This moment requires a dispassionate mind, and I pray that you have one.
Lord
Hey, Anna.
Saranoa.
Benedict and Roland would march us to war. Frederica would see Hyzant hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps her vision is not so different. No. Hyzant would not chase us. Hyzant would be A, be dealing with Ace Frost, and B, okay, the Rosellan are out of here. They would be okay with that. They would, I mean, the way that sort of slave-focused theocracy works is they would find a new people to subjugate, but that would be very transparent and the people might not stand for it. Honestly, we might be able to turn Hyzant away from slavery if we get our people out of there. So let's come to this. Ally with one lifetime opponent, or flee with the Roselle.
However,
bold proposals all. Our tactics must be flawless. So, you ascended Frederica's vision of the future. A war is coming, a war for all Norzelia, and you would forfeit your role in it. No better time. This is how we end the war. Hyzant will crumble once we free the Roselle. That's also true. If Deathnell and Aelfric are unleashed on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before. Yeah, this is World War II, actually. This is more World War II than 1. These are super weapons being developed.
perhaps.
The Deathnell and the Aelfric, casualties would be immense. I hadn't considered that they might be unleashed simultaneously. The stakes warrant it, whether they're complete or not. And we've already shown them the way by using Aelfric in battle. Precisely. And they will undoubtedly both be employed. Unprecedented destruction is all that awaits us here, then, is it? A war whose victor will rule over a pile of ash? And I will not be party to such devastation. I can't think of a more productive use for such power. I see your reasoning. I confess, I only thought it in terms of battles past. So much so that I forgot avoiding the battle was even an option.
Aye, lad.
Our sweat and blood's fed this land, built into a proper domain. I don't see why we should surrender to all to Hyzant. And Frederica, well, I sympathize. She asked that we risk everything for the sake of the peoples.
Here's what I think.
Benedict's got the right of it, I reckon. But even that doesn't quiet the nagging feeling I get every time I think of our options. How could you possibly support Frederica's vision? Be gone mad! The war will never end so long as we hold the salt crystals. Yeah. I wish to carry on, or even surpass my father's legacy in protecting the Roselle. It's not about the Roselle. It's about all of our people. I want my entire domain to march with me. It's not about going with the Roselle. It's about going with all the people in my domain and any who defect from the other ones who wish for it to seek peace. My banner will be one of peace, and it will be one without the petty squabbles of this nation. I think it's closer to this one, but I want to talk about the people of our nation rather than just the Roselle. Outdo your own father, is it? Meaning what exactly? Do more for the Roselle than he did? I know things aren't what they were during the Salt Aran War, but is not House Wolfort's duty to come to those who are in need? Do we not fight injustice and tyranny wherever it may be? Yeah, you dare invoke Lord Simon's own words. I cannot do this alone, Eredor. The risk is too great. Only if all House Wolfort unites, we will have a chance to succeed. I hear you, lad.
And so,
just give me some time to think about this. All right. Let's go. I don't think I convinced Eredor. I didn't have the prompt to say what I would have said to convince Eredor. Because it's not about the Roselle. It's about the people of
It is
Wolfort
time
Domain.
to cast our votes.
I don't want to leave here with just the Roselle. I want to leave here with all of my peoples. It sounds like we're just going to save the Roselle, and we are going to save the Roselle, but it sounds like we're just going to save the Roselle. We want to save the Roselle and the people of Wolfort Domain, and any in Glenbrook who wish to follow suit, and any in Hyzant who wish to follow, who would be willing to follow the Roselle out of Hyzant, and any from Ace Frost who hear of our role and wish to cast down their iron and make the trek south. This is not just about saving the Roselle. This is about saying no to the obscene and ridiculous situation that we have right now. Again, 6 months and we might have been able to have something work. And there is a golden path in which you can appease everybody and it's probably closest to canon to Benedict's, except without the trust in Ace Frost, which is the insanity of that one. But, yikes. Just big yikes up and down, eh?
The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. Which to choose? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Yeah, these three, they've already spoken their words. No question there. I gotta say, this game was a lot more interesting than I initially gave it credit for. The politics in this changed drastically in the past couple of episodes. I don't think we convinced Eridor because I don't think the options I had available would have convinced me. It's yikes all the way down, for real.
I'm with you.
Oh, wow, Eridor's into it. Okay. Well, Benedict, Roland, I leave you to your own devices.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Benedict, I put you in charge of House Wolford. Roland, it has been a pleasure to work with you, and it's been a pleasure to call you my friend.
The way forward is decided. Frederica's dream is worth realizing. We will free the Roselle from the source.
Please cite that it's not just us and the Roselle going south. Please talk about the compassion of our people, because this is about Wolfort Domain. This is about the entire Wolfort Domain, not just the people of the a certain section of it. That's my biggest concern right now, is that this is only the going to affect. Is that
a tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future.
So do we just lose Roland and Frederica and Benedict here?
For such is the custom of House Wolford. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word.
So do they follow the scales of conviction?
The time
do they
has
trust
come
in it?
for judgments to be rendered and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
We've chosen our path. We are to free the Roselle being held in Hyzant's source.
You have chosen the one path I cannot take.
I understand your disappointment, Benedict, but the scales have spoken. And so I ask for your wisdom. Help us find a way to free the Roselle.
Hyzant will destroy everything you hold dear if you attempt to free them. That way lies ruin. Your choice is to turn your back on this. I will not.
No.
I cannot endorse such betrayal.
Hold on. This one here is where I disagree with Benedict the most. Casting aside the land, absolutely. But the people who have built their lives on it, I wish to come with us. I think that was clearer in what Frederica said, is that we as a house and a peoples are going to the south. To follow. We're following the Rosellian legends, but we are following the Rosellian legends with our people. Are we not? That's my question.
I agree that we will be ill-prepared to defend the domain this way. Should that come to pass, I am prepared to flee with the Roselle and search for Centralia. They say it is home to a boundless salted sea. Surely a land where none need fight for salt is a land worth seeking.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity, Benedict. We could find a new home instead of fighting the wars of old yet again.
The most interesting thing about this setting is that they don't have any expeditionaries. No one has gone outside of the borders of these nations because they haven't had to need to, and there hasn't been any traders coming from faraway lands. We don't have a Silk Road. We don't have a knowledge of another people, which really gives us a lot of hope. It gives us a strong hope in our ability to find a new land.
Why not channel that resolve to lead the people of Norzelia as their king?
Because you
hold the power and the might. You lack only the will. With the salt crystals in hand, you shall ascend the throne. I shall see to it that you are coronated.
Not under Ace Frosty rule, Benedict. They would quelch
we can
that.
Liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Liberate the Roselle, or whatever else. I never dreamed I would hear such callous words fall from your lips.
I stand by them.
I respect him standing by him now,
You
I
and
guess.
the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
I actually do respect the
I shall offer my
Benedict.
counsel by force, if needed.
I don't like Benedict. I think I haven't liked him the entire series, but I just want to clarify, I do respect him. He has proven to be fairly competent, and he has proven, and showing his conviction to stand by his words here is something I actually do kind of respect. More than Roland. More than Roland's, because I lost a lot of respect for Roland in this, but I actually gained respect for Benedict in this. Surprisingly to me.
You don't mean to fight the lad.
Stand down, Benedict.
No, Anna.
Oh, are we killing Benedict here? For real?
This is a challenge that I must accept.
I beg you to reconsider. If you mean to proceed with this folly, then you will do so over my dead body.
Oh my goodness. We're actually putting him
You can
down.
do so much more, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the upper hand.
They do, but we would be betrayed by Ace Frost.
would bend the knee to you.
No, they
could
wouldn't.
unite all Norzelia under your rule.
Hyzant would never bend the knee to me so long as the goddess speaks to the Hierophant, and Ace Frost would not bend the knee to me so long as they could break mine.
You were right about me, Benedict. I lack the will. I have no desire to rule Norzelia. I wish to see an oppressed people set free and nothing more.
At what cost? Would you see your loyal subjects conquered by another nation?
I would see them come with me!
I would forfeit my lordship. The people of Wolfort will endure without me.
Oh, that changes things. I don't know how I feel about this anymore. No. The implication is that they come with me. The people of Wolfort are coming with me. Any who wish to come and on this grand journey. I am going to rewrite this in my own mind because no, we are not leaving the people of Wolfort behind unless they wish to stay.
The Roselle have no such champion for their cause. We are the only ones who can set them free.
Give me the order, and I shall reduce Hyzant to rubble. Then they shall be free.
The ensuing battle will only breed further resentment, or worse, displace others who will be treated like the Roselle. War cannot solve every problem, and our liberation of the Roselle shall prove as much.
And our people shall follow
So,
with me so
you
long
now
as they
take
wish it.
blind counsel from your betrothed. To think that an arranged marriage will lead to this folly.
She's really cute. Sorry.
Enough! I came to this conclusion of my own free will. I have seen the challenges that face Norzelia, and this is how I choose to respond.
You are every inch Lady Destra's child. Your compassion steers you headlong into every conflict. Alas, compassion is easily trampled. It can only exist so long as it has an army at its back. My patience grows thin, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the power to bring peace to Norzelia.
No, they do not. They give us the power to bring war to Norzelia.
More than the catalyst for another protracted war.
A war we can win. Let me lead you to victory.
It's not a war that we can win without Aesfrost. Aesfrost would not let us stand on our feet.
Do not see the cycle at work. I will break that cycle and use my power to liberate the oppressed.
And we will go with our people.
You talk of fleeing from your duty, of pure fantasy.
I talk on fleeing from our land and the domain. My people are not being fleed from, and I want that to be very clear here.
We need you, Benedict. Why can you not put our differences aside?
Benedict thinks he has everything solved in his own head.
This is absurd. You race toward your own destruction, and I will not be party to it.
Then draw your steel. If I will do this
Lord
over your dead body, then so
trusted
be
me
it.
with the future of this house.
And this house is its people, not...
And I swore an oath to Lady Destra that I would protect you no matter what the cost.
Benedict, the oath is to the people in the domain, not to the land. You care more of the House of Wolfort than you do for the people of its borders.
You are shackled to the past, Benedict.
Amen, and he's shackled to the past.
Loyalty.
I would not.
Then it has come to this. For the sake of our future, I must strike you down.
Prepare yourself.
Benedict is about to get absolutely dumpstered here.
You missed.
Here!
You came, you missed. I yield. Grant me the mercy of a swift death.
No, I shall grant you the mercy of being granted the ownership of any who wish to stay in Wolfort Domain. You may lead them.
No. Neither father nor mother would stand for the killing of a loyal retainer. The rest of us shall make our way to Hyzant in secret. You will remain here. Lead the people out of the Wolfort Domain before the Hyzantian army assaults this castle, and keep them safe.
These are your orders, in exchange for sparing my life?
These are not orders, and there is no exchange to be made. This is the last thing I will ever ask of you as my steward and loyal friend of House Wolfort.
And so, you follow in the footsteps of Lord Simon and Lady Destra.
It was implied when Frederica was talking about her plan that we would be avoiding war. We as in House Wolfort and the people of Wolfort Domain. Some of the dialogue here made it imply that we are just going with Roselle and it is not the people of Wolfort Domain that are being a part of the caravan of the nomadic peoples and the travels. That is my greatest concern, but I will rewrite in this in my head if I have to, because it makes so much more sense. Yeah, I wouldn't go with just them. I wouldn't just abandon my people and go with just the Rosellians. No, that is absurdity. I would go with my people and bring them out of this war. I care more for the people of Wolfort Domain than for the people than for the Rosellians. I'm sorry, Frederica, it's true. It is because I care about the people of this domain that I want all of us to escape this war. It is because I care for House Wolfort that I want to usher us into a place where we will not be assured a second Salt Iron War and a third after that, and a fourth after that, and a fifth after that should we even survive this, should there be any stones stacked on top of each other after all of those. This is not a plan for saving the Rosellans, so much as it is a plan for all of our people to live in peace together.
Leaving me behind with the most arduous tasks. I shall rise to the occasion, my lord.
I don't doubt it.
I shall do whatever is required to see that the Wolfort name and its people survive.
And that is right there where I think that the discontinuity is between
Should
me and the
House
game.
Wolfort lose its lord, I shall lead the house forward in your stead.
All who wish to join me may.
You will.
All who wish to stay here can. That's my rewriting of the scenario, because yeah, I would not sacrifice the people of House Wolfort to the war. I would take them with me to the south. I would not flee from the people of this. The ideal here is not what is being presented. Wait, what is presented to me is not exactly in line. It's close, but it's not exactly in line with how it was
Benedict.
played out.
Mule-headed fool.
We've each made our choices. Now we must walk the path we believe is right.
We should probably talk to Roland on this.
King Roland, this decision means casting Glenbrook aside. I know I cannot ask you to come with me, but will you agree to see to the salt crystals?
No. I am sorry, my friend. But I am not worthy to oversee such an important task.
Of course you are. You have always striven to be fair and just.
You hold me much too high in regard. Our conversation earlier made me realize the truth. My faith was misguided, as were my actions.
Okay.
I believe
Roland's in on this?
exacting vengeance upon Esfrost would be proof enough I was Glenbrook's rightful king.
So we have
But I
the people of
gave no
Glenbrook
thought
with
to
us
the
too.
bloody cost of revenge. This kingdom and its subjects should not have to suffer such a selfish fool upon the throne.
Then, you will come with me?
And the people of
I
Glenbrook
shall.
will
Not as your king, but as your friend. If I can help those in need, that is enough.
Amen. I will say right now, I'm saying amen a lot today. That's very strange for me. I'm not. It's weird. I'm just like, just feeling like the amen, amen, brother sort of mindset. Anyways, I am taking this to mean, and I will reject the game if it does not agree with me on this. I will replace their thoughts with my own. I am taking this to mean that the people of Glenbrook are given the choice. Any who wish to go south in a grand expedition of findings may join us. May join the Wolfheart domain and the Rosellan people in unity and harmony together. We are not just saving the Roselle, we are saving any here who wish to be saved. We are saving anyone here who wishes to come with us. We are saving the people of these lands who do not wish to agree, who do not agree to live a lifetime in war.
Glenbrook has the geographical advantage, and the salt crystals. And there are a small handful of trustworthy nobles remaining.
And they shall remain, yes, undoubtedly.
I'm certain they will ensure the people thrive.
They're the
even
ones who
without a
stay.
king. Glenbrook is in too powerful a position for foreign powers to interfere.
Roland.
It's really not. They proved
You
that
know
earlier
you
in the
aren't
game,
leaving
twice
me
over.
behind. I've come this far by your side. I'm not abandoning you now.
Yeah, and now that you're not a
You have
king,
my
you can
thanks,
smooch.
Huet.
Frederica, don't you think you ought to make your convictions clear to your companions?
Huh?
Well, it's common knowledge by now that I'm an Esfrosti of Rosellan descent. I was a lonely child who hated that her hair was a different color from everyone else. But then I joined House Wolfort. I met Jerome and witnessed the cruelty that my fellow Roselles suffered at the source.
That's a very interesting comment. Yeah, that is not what I intended. What I'm doing is childish. No, it's not. It's actually very mature. I have the maturity to believe in my own mind how I believe the story, how I wish the story to go, and how it would go if I was actually given the options that I want. It actually is. I don't think it's a sign of childishness. I'm not going, no, I reject the story. No. I'm saying that if this were my story, and and I were actually taking the role of Sarah Noah in this, as the game is offered, my path would this is the variance of my path versus its. The variance is that I would make sure that anybody who wishes to come with me may. That's all.
And I learned how brave my mother was. How long and hard she fought for her people's freedom. Compared to the horrors they went through, I have lived a life of privilege and comfort. I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolford. I wish to be strong. Strong like my lady mother before me. And I wish to see her dream of freeing our people fulfilled. I understand the difficulties that lie ahead, but hope that I might have you all with me.
We will always be there beside you, Frederica.
My lord, Hyzant's army has sent a message ahead of their forces.
Oh boy.
It says, the Grand Norzelian mines must be conferred to the goddess as a divine offering.
An offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum.
Oh, very much so.
Precisely. If we refuse to relinquish the mines, they'll put the Wolford domain to the sword.
Undoubtedly.
And we've no time to waste. We must make ready to leave at once.
And yeah, I'm treating this. You say it's not my story, but at the same time, I'm the one playing it. There is truth in. Oh, maybe just play this out first.
Benedict.
There is truth in what Getty says. It's my stream. I'm allowed to. But beyond that, I am playing this the same way I would play Skyrim or Cyberpunk or Deus Ex, any other RPG. I am simply considering the path that I would take and considering how the game would play out with the slight alterations. It's not my story, but you are here both to experience the story as the game presents it, which you can see here certainly as you wish it, and also how I present it, how my interpretation of the story and the actions that my characters are taking place in.
I leave the rest in your hands, Anna.
All these years I have watched you. I may not be able to replace you, but I will do my best.
Loath as I am to burden you with such responsibility, that is heartening.
This ain't the Benedict I know. Come on, where's your usual glower?
You never change.
Huh, I should hope not. Defending House Wolford calls for consistency. And defend Wolford I shall, even in your absence.
I shall hold you to it, both of you.
I'm telling you, we've got it under control.
Your voice hasn't gotten any quieter.
And never will.
Parting ways with a friend always gets me worked up.
For good reason.
Thank you for seeing me off, you two. Farewell.
And there truly is no good option here. Like, this is rough. This is a rough situation no matter what path you take. I feel this one is the best.
What of the Hyzantian forces?
They haven't entered the domain yet. If we act now, we could sneak around them and reach the capital.
That is a great idea, because they will send everybody they can.
Deposits, I'd wager their domestic defenses are at a minimum.
That's what I was saying, Gila.
If we
Thank
can
you.
get into the capital and have the Roselle and the Source take up arms, we should stand a fair chance of helping them escape.
But Hyzant is wary of Sarah Noah for keeping the salt crystals from them, despite his position as one of the Saintly Seven.
Again, 6 more months to work through this.
But if they spot
and establish our position,
we'll never make it inside.
Yep.
We can use the consortium cart to slip unnoticed into the capital.
The wagon from Claris? You sure we can trust the consortium?
Yes. If only because this benefits both us and him. In exchange, I told him what secrets we learned of Esfrost and Hyzant.
You mean you told him of Dragan's murder and the illicit salt trade? I hope he understands those secrets must never leave his lips.
He understands. Once people learn of the salt crystals, Norzelia will change.
Very much so.
And the consortium will have a new role to serve. Now that they know, they will be better prepared to negotiate their position. They agreed to help us as a show of gratitude.
You've thought this through. Well done, Anna.
What of our things, Gila?
Stored safely within the cart, of course.
Things? What things?
The explosives we found in the tunnel.
After we've gotten the Roselle to rise up,
Oh,
we'll
we got
set sail
TNT
from
on
the
our side.
harbor and make for the Folk's domain, to the Great Falls. To make sure no one follows us, we'll blow up all the other ships in the harbor as we leave.
Oh, I like
Frederica
that.
and I devised the plan ourselves.
A perfect way to make an escape with so many people.
Wise of you to make for the Falk's domain. It's distant enough. You'll have plenty of time to hide.
And the
Aye,
people of Falk's
about as far
Domain
south
are
as you
loyal
can
to
get.
us and
No
loyal to
better
Roland.
place if your end goal is Centralia, too.
It's a good plan. We shall do what we can to make sure it succeeds.
Crafty as ever, you Wolforts. I am glad to be on your side.
But one problem remains. How do we get the Roselle and the Source to turn against their captors?
I will say, though, I understand Roland's position here in a strange way. The idea of shrugging off the responsibilities and saying, I'm here no longer with the burden of someone who has to be planning things, but just as a participant. I've done that with convention work. I've done that, with various things in my life, and it makes a big difference.
If we can't win their trust, all this is for naught.
We need some way of persuading them. And quickly, too.
Let me worry about that. I can find the words to convince them. I am my mother's daughter, after all.
I don't doubt that. It's also...
I know you'll figure something out, Frederica.
There is one more thing. Huette, I'll need to send a bird.
Of course, my lady. Where to?
The Rosellan village. I'd like to tell Jerome and the others of our plan.
Of course.
I would have them meet us at the Great Falls.
Agreeing to such a thing means they will have to give up the lives they enjoy now. Do you think they will come?
I cannot say. Regardless, I owe it to them to let them know Hyzant is invading.
Indeed. Let us send word and see what they have to say.
Upon learning of the salt crystal deposits, Hyzant quickly musters her forces. They march upon the Wolfort domain, intent on seizing control of the mine. Serenoa decides to take this as an opportunity to free the Roselle enslaved at the source. But that decision leads to Benedict's departure from House Wolfort. Still grappling with grief over parting ways with their friend, Serenoa and the others make for the Hyzantian capital. There, amidst a land in turmoil, they hope to help the Roselle rise up against their oppressors.
I mean, Benedict didn't leave House Wolfort so much as he is in charge of House Wolfort now. If anything, we are leaving House Wolfort with all who wish, and all who wish to remain will stay on with Benedict as guidance, as their leader. I mean, Benedict, if anything, is House Wolfort in a more meaningful sense than us now. We'll listen to the side story in the Duchy, and then I think we'll call this stream here and go forward to next time.
Archduke Gustadov, we received word from Wolfort. XM's forces have crossed into their domain.
So they know of the salt crystals. Then battle is inevitable. How will House Wolfort respond?
I should think it obvious they will attack us. Their lord is one of the Saintly Seven, after all.
I am unconvinced of that. Perhaps they will offer us salt crystals to secure our alliance.
To what end?
History is changing around us as we speak. If Wolfort wishes to guide the shape our future takes, he will need all the help he can get. He can choose to submit to Hyzant's tyranny, or work with us to bring freedom to our land. Or he might choose to take advantage of the chaos. Will you follow in Lady Orlea's footsteps, Frederica? Somehow I doubt it.
I don't like Gustav, but I do respect him. He does recognize all the angles and stays focused
I
on
let
what
my
he found
thoughts
them.
wander too far.
Don't like
Whatever
him.
path
Hate him,
Wolford
but
chooses, they all lead to war. Ready our forces.
But yeah, I'm presenting both the story that the game is giving and also my take on it. Seems reasonable to me. Alright, let us... Actually, we'll do the Wolford Streets one. I want to see how this plays out. This is probably one I'm going to disagree with the most.
You couldn't have told us this sooner? I've got a family to worry about.
That's true and fair.
I understand I ask much of you, but a bloody battle is nigh. You must be ready to evacuate if it comes to it.
But where's our lord? Won't he protect us?
Lord Serenoa marches toward an even fiercer conflict than what we face here. He left me to protect the people of Wolford in his stead. I ask that you trust in our house and do as I bid.
All right then. I suppose we'll start packing.
Your mastery at matters of war has kept us safe this long. If you say we need to leave, that's what we'll do.
Gather together at Fox Domain. We shall meet there to begin our journey.
One more thing to ask of you. Something
And you may
I'd
stay
like
if you wish,
each
any of you.
to make.
Alright. We'll see this and go towards war there. Yeah, and the way this plays out in my mind, that conversation almost reinforces it. That, you know, be ready to evacuate if need happens. And I would say, people here, go north. Not the Rosellan village, even though it is an established location. And honestly, here probably wouldn't be terrible. But I would have everybody go to Glenbrook. If you wish to stay in Norzelia, travel to the city of Glenbrook as refugees and workers. Be willing to work the land and you know, be hardy for the queen, because remember there is the queen there. Roland was never had a full coronation done, so they still are under a queen. So go in and to the queen of course and work for them, or go south to Fox Domain, where we shall move on further south. And there's the Grand Falls, I believe. Meaning that this would be a treacherous path, but assuming it's like a Grand Canyon sort of cut to the south, it's doable. It's one that's doable. We can't send the message to Tellior because that gives too much information that could leak to Acefrost. We can't send information to the outlying regions of Hyzant because it gives too much information to the Hierophant. So all we can give our missives to are the people of Wolford and the people of Glenbrook. And the Fox Domain people are already probably on board. Fox Domain people are very much our people. They are not our, you know, domain, but Fox Domain has always been very reasonable, very cool, and very supportive of both us and of King. They would follow Roland if Roland said, "Hey, we're going this way." And if they don't, those who wish to stay are more than willing to. And this is how it plays out. I bid you good evening, friends. I bid you good night. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you disagree with everything that I did, hit the dislike button. Fair is fair, and I accept my fate. Thank you so much for joining me. We will probably finish this next over the course of the next week. I believe there's probably only 2 streams left worth. Maybe, I could be wrong, though. And, well, this is a good game. Cheers, friends. Rawr.